Oh, hi. What's up, guys? How's it going? How's everybody's day? Oh, happy Tuesday, isn't it? Happy Tuesday, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it Tuesday? I'm so sorry for being just a girl and fucking up my shit. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Stinky Seagoat is here. Dopamine is here. Emery is here. Window Frogs XP. Stinky Seagoat. Lady Nerd Artist 69. It's just. Graham is here. Bart is here. Rigby is here. Let's go. SMJ is here. MB Hughes. Phoenix Rising Meringue Jellies. Eris. Caramelized Onions. Meringue Jellies. Foreskin Quilt. Malice here. We also have Don't Smoke in Bed. Hi, Smile. We've got Roostar. High Key. Hip. We've got Jitters Critters. We got Jules. We've got Jennifer. Hope that you're well. We also have I Be Chillin'. And we also have Eris. We've got Windows XP Frost. I don't already said Frog. Yvonne Williams is here. We also have wow. Snapped on. Snap. They crack again. Oh boy. Darkstorm is here. Pumpkin Pyrite is here. Biolonic is here. Necromancer Tori is here. Jason is here. Honeybee. Fungus. Lesser Older Tales. Oh my goodness. That's okay, MB Hughes. I accept this. I accept it. That's fine. How's everybody doing? How is everyone's day? How is everyone's day, guys? Did everybody have a great day today? I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. Meow meow. Hello, kitten. Hello, kitten. Everybody had a great day today. Everybody had a... Always thinking of you. Always. Okay. Pulling up my shit. Not a moment of peace. Okay. Suffering from a nasty head cold. Hope that you're feeling... Oh, thanks, Jaden. I hope that you're well as well. Happy to see you, bud. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Okay, guys. It is time to be terrified. It's time to be terrified, okay? It is time to be terrified. Let me see if I this. A different name. It's like the trans Firebat, I think. Okay. Allow me to set the stage for you guys. And our bestie is streaming right now as well. Okay. Allow me to set the stage for you guys. Allow me to do this for you. Okay. Ape Gamer sent me a couple of things. Now, if you don't know who Ape Gamer is, you should. Ape Gamer is my strongest soldier. Ape Gamer is the one that put us onto Leadhead, you guys. Ape Gamer introduced us to Leadhead. So I knew as soon as Ape Gamer sent me something, it was going to be straight gas. It was going to be just Kino. And guess what? It is. So, I'm going to show you this YouTube channel here, okay, you guys? So, looking at this YouTube channel right here, trans Firebat, okay? Trans Firebat. So, as you can assume, this person is trans, okay? And this is a trans woman with phenomenal potential, you guys. Phenomenal potential. And we have so many videos, it's not even funny, you guys. We've got a well to dig in for quite a while, okay? This is gonna keep us occupied for weeks. This will sustain your spirit for weeks, okay? So at first, when Ape Gamer sent this, there was an interview that was done by the Mary Chew. I know Mary, I've talked to Mary before. And then there was a debate with Purple Parry Gaming. And I was like, this is kind of interesting. It's kind of piquing my interest. So obviously I searched this Firebat person. This person also used to be tight with Femyoz. If you don't know who Femyoz is, that's okay. We'll get there. So I'm kind of just peeking at this, very interested, just seeing what's going on. So, hello, I'm Violet Rose Meekin. This channel is focused on positivity, respect, and meaningful community during live streams and uploaded content. No bullying or harassment. I am a transgender Christian who believes God created me perfectly. I accept my birth gender and choose to live authentically as myself. My transition journey began in 2005 at age 28. I started hormone replacement therapy in August of 2025. Politically, I am a centrist. And so we've got some games, we've got some other stuff. So to my understanding, this person also, unfortunately, had a lot of inappropriate and salacious images that were linked here. And it looks like they're still here, actually, if we take a peek. We've got FetLife, we've got Instagram, we've got Discord, Substack, we've got a Throne wish list, which is for sexy things. And we've got our family Facebook page for some reason. So we come over here. This is a couple. Okay, this is a couple. And so this is Violet. This is the person. And then Violet's wife, I believe, is pregnant with child. And Violet, you see, has this horrible problem of being chronically unemployed, which is kind of a problem. Violet is also addicted to poppers, and we'll get into that. And we just have, you guys, we are not hurting for content at all. The religiosity, the conversations with Femyoz, the live streams, falling for rage bait, the oversharing, the neat attitude, the neat behavior, we potentially could have struck pay dirt. Potentially could have struck pay dirt. Okay, which is just fucking awesome. Just fucking awesome, okay? So I'm going to switch this over. I'm scared. I'm not going to open these on stream, but let's see what our FetLife has. Oh, I have to log in. I don't know how to do that. I'm not signing up for FetLife. That's not happening. Let's see what we have on our throne. On our throne... Jesus Christ. So sorry. Content warning. Content warning. Everybody pray before I open this. Pray. So we have our gaming chair. We have a mic stand. $300 mic. Jesus Christ. $250 gaming chair. $129 mic stand. I have the same mic stand. This was $20. Fuck off. USB broadcast microphone. Ring light. And then a sissy cheerleader outfit. Kitty leopard lingerie set. And then we have this wonderful image that is blessing us right here as well. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I had to see it. So do you. So do you. Violet Rose Meekin is a transgender gamer and influencer on social media. Come join me on this journey called life as a gamer who loves God and people, but also loves gaming while expressing myself as a trans woman. Once in a while, I do co-op content, blah, 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 blah. And then we have hashtag trans woman, hashtag gamer girl, hashtag trans gamer, hashtag disciple of Christ, hashtag sissy, hashtag feminization, hashtag gamer, hashtag vlogger, hashtag blogger. Tag yourselves. I'm hashtag disciple of Christ. I call dibs on that one. I call dibs on disciple of Christ. Okay. So wow. Okay. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm in pain already. And then let's just take a peek here, you guys. We have a 2K YouTube channel. We need a $300 chair. We need a $300 microphone. I think that that's a little excessive, but you know, we're just going to get into it. We're just going to get into it. So let me catch up here really quick, you guys. I see that I'm getting positive attention and money, and I'll always take time to appreciate that. We have MB Hughes. Malcolm, I lied about no super chats for me. That's an AI bit. Yeah, correct. It is AI. Correct. Everybody witness. Or let's wait. MB Hughes for the $4.99. Thank you so much. Victor Burns, I'm Catholic. It's not necessarily an oxymoron, but it can be. And then MB Hughes, there is a rancid odor of AI slop here. Very true. Double witness MB Hughes, guys. Show-stopping, incredible, and brilliant. Everybody witness, please. Oh, hello? Is my shit going? What the fuck? Oh, do I have the wrong headphones plugged into Discord? Hang on. Speaker. No. There. There we go. Gotti. Okay. Sorry. Double witness, guys. Violet does AI music as well. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so the first thing that we're going to watch, this is the order that I watched these in. And so we have a very crudely constructed timeline, as we always do. So this is my understanding. A lot of this drama is only about a month old. This is fresh. This is new. This is hot. We're right in at the right time. So my understanding is that Femyoz found Firebat, okay, and felt bad. So Femyoz describes this as finding Firebat, like live streaming, and saw everybody being like a shithead in the chat. And then Femyoz was like being nice and like, you know, defending Firebat and all this other shit. And then so Firebat invited Femyoz onto the stream. Firebat then got like a huge boost in viewership. So this is the one that Femyoz was on. We got 16K views, like huge boost in viewership from Femyoz specifically, okay? Femyoz is a femboy, trans woman, cat girl creator, goon degenerate extraordinaire, but has a pretty sizable platform, okay? Pretty sizable platform. During the live stream, Transbat was talking shit, or Firebat was talking shit about Femyoz while Femyoz is in the bathroom. So snake shit, snake shit, snake shit, snake shit. Then, obviously, Femyoz flips. Then, at some point, Parry, or Femyoz flips. Mary watches the drama. Mary interviews Firebat. And then Parry finds Mary's interview. And then Parry trolls Firebat. That's our order of events. That's our order of events, okay? So we're just going to go in the order that I was exposed to this, and hopefully it won't be too discombobulating, hopefully. But let me open up another tab here. We're going to start with the Mary Chu interview. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are like, oh, an interview. Oh, an interview. How boring. Oh, an interview. Oh. Okay. Just wait, okay? This is an hour and a half. Just wait, okay? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, just wait, okay? Just wait. You guys gotta just wait. You gotta trust the process on this one, okay? Trust the process on this one, guys. It's really important that you hold hands and walk with me, okay? And then Emmy Hughes, I can shame them now. Yay! Everybody witness, please. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's just go ahead and start, guys. And then I don't feel like being perceived right now. Maybe I'll put my shit back in a little bit, but I don't really feel like being perceived right now. So let's pop that guy up. Let's pop that guy up. There we go. Wow, that's nice. Wow. To be free. To be free. Okay, now I can do my whippets in peace. Let's go.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I was working on Minecraft for a little bit, and now I'm on here hanging out with you for a little bit.
Oh yeah. What do you do on Minecraft?
Currently, I'm building a giant pyramid, like with a core and everything to it, and it's taken 5 days on and off to build it.
Okay, is it like creative mode or?
Yeah, I'm a creator on Minecraft. I love creating things. I'm not much of a survivor player. I'm more of
a creator.
Create and expand.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. I'm kind of the opposite. I haven't played in years, to be honest with you. How much time do you spend with?
And so I've talked to Mary before. I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about. I couldn't tell you, but we've talked before. And Mary and I disagree pretty significantly when it comes to trans politics. Mary is a really big proponent of, you know, AGP and blah, blah, blah. A lot of that shit. We disagree pretty substantially when it comes to trans stuff. But Mary is somebody who's kind of like I guess you could say like maybe a debate bro. I don't know if I would go that far, but Mary is fine. Mary is trans, and Mary mostly does trans content, so.
With Minecraft.
Well, according to my channel, let's see. 40,
no, stop. Don't look at me.
Maybe 2-3 hours a day, maybe.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, okay, I'm ready to keep. Oh, let's go.
I'm playing every day.
Dedication,
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
I guess.
Yeah, I got a lot of time on my hands. I'm waiting for a lot of people to get back to me with job applications and all that, which is. And when you're waiting, you got to fill that time somehow, right?
Yeah, I can kind of imagine. Like, I do kind of understand. Like, if you're looking for work, there are points where it's like we've applied to all you can, and it's like there's not much else you can do at points. So I do kind of get that.
Like,
And you,
understand that.
yeah, you're waiting to hear from places again because you were working somewhere, right?
Yeah, I was. Well, technically, I'm still working for them. Technically, I'm what they call on standby. So
Right.
basically, I'm at home. I'm waiting for them to get an order from the warehouse saying, "Hey, we need someone," and then they'll contact me and go, "Hey, here's a job. Do you want it?"
Oh, so are they getting you to do like deliveries or something?
No, I was working in a QC quality control. That's what I was doing. Great job. Love the crew. Love the people. Love the job itself. I just had a really hard time with the understanding how it all works.
Oh yeah. I think I saw some of the live and you were saying about like data entry and like spelling mistakes and stuff.
Yep, stuff like that. So like there's spelling you have to do. So it's a warehouse, so they're very particular with how you type. So they want full caps, they want things spelled precisely. They don't want me to use like WT for the word wait. They want me to actually type it out, which for me, like remembering how to spell that.
We have difficulty remembering how to spell the word wait, and don't understand that in a professional setting and or capacity that we can't just shorthand stuff. We actually have to spell the whole word, you guys. That is, we're off to an incredible start. Yeah. I'm really upset, guys. It just wasn't a good fit for me at my last job because they wouldn't let me say LOLOL KYS every time that I got an email that I didn't like. It was just a bad fit, you know? And then they were asking me to remember how to spell words, and I couldn't just say, like, BRB. And trying to remember how to spell be right back was just, it was taxing a lot, so.
It's
Oh, are you like dyslexic or?
This one is Violet. This is the one that we're interested in.
maybe I'm convinced that I do have some sort of dyslexia, but my wife's like, "Yeah, no, you don't. You're not dyslexic." I'm like, why is it a lot of words that are like parallel to each other? I can't spell them. Like, you know, like the word left, and then like there's another word for left. Those words are the same thing, but they spell it differently.
Oh, you forget which one to use.
Nuances? Thanks, nuances. Yeah, nuances. I don't.
Yeah, you like forget which one to use when it's like not synonyms. I can't remember the word for it. When two words sound the same or whatever.
That's not what dyslexia is either. Dyslexia just makes it like everything's jumbled when you try to read it. I don't forget how to spell. I'm dyslexic. That's not actually what dyslexia is, but yeah.
That's fair enough. In terms of like work, I think you said you had the longest job you had was like a year and a half or something like that. Is that right?
Year and a half, working as an Uber driver.
Wow.
Again, another job that was really good, and honestly, I wish I could still do Uber right now. But unfortunately, the car we had, I wrecked it.
There's not a great endorsement, is it?
No, no.
Good,
Luckily, we don't have
guys.
to pay thousands of dollars, you know, every year for this car now. Now we just let it go. So
Yeah,
fair
we
enough.
totaled the car. No more car
When did
insurance.
that kind of end? How long ago was that?
let's see.
You know, guys, actually, if you think about it, I'm actually saving money when I wrecked my car because I don't have to pay car insurance anymore or make a car payment because I totaled my fucking car. If you think about it, I'm actually saving money. So it's actually objectively a good thing that I crashed my car into a bridge. I don't care. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. MB Hughes for the $9.99. Malcolm, I'm scared. We are going to get unholy freak stuff again because I'm not ready for these words not found in scripture or in the chat. Bring back diaries. I could not fucking agree more. MB Hughes, thank you for the big $9.99. Everybody witness MB Hughes, model Malcolm viewer, guys. Model Malcolm viewer. You should all strive to be like MB Hughes. Everybody witness, please. Stop gooning in chat, Foreskin Quilt. I thought I was the only trans person that you loved. What the fuck? What are we?
Memory serves me correctly. It was like May, April, somewhere in there.
Oh, so fairly recently.
Yeah, it was. So basically, I was getting a job at the Rebel Casino, waiting for that to take off. While I was waiting for that, I was working Uber as I normally do, because that's what I usually do. That's how we've been able to get by for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, is I've been Ubering, and then when I have these little jobs here and there, I bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It keeps us afloat, and it works. But without another car, I can't keep that up, unfortunately.
So what have you done since then?
Let's see, since that, let's see. It was Rebel Casino. That was about 2 months. Almost 3 months.
What were you
2.5
doing?
months. Janitorial is kind of what my areas of expertise are. I would like walk around around the casino, clean the machines.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I need to. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm cutting out my little cards because I made more of them, and my blade is dull. I need to switch out my blade really quick. Give me 1 second. It'll take me like less than 2 seconds. Hang on. Less than 2 seconds. Give me 1 sec. I love these little paper cutters. Like, I think they're so great, but the blades dull so fucking quickly. If anybody has recommendations for a good one of these, I like these ones, not the ones with the lever. I like these ones better because I feel like I can like see what I'm doing a lot better. These little fuckers, I have to replace them all the time. If anybody has good recommendations for a good paper cutter like this, please let me know. Thank you so much. Because it's super fucking annoying to have to change the blade on this like all the fucking time. It drives me insane. It drives me nuts. And I don't like the lever ones because I feel like I can't see what the fuck I'm doing. It's hard to line everything up. I always fuck it up. I like these kind, but obviously, I mean, I don't know. I'm just doomed to replace this blade endlessly, I suppose. Life is struggle. Life is pain. Fuck. And then I went up. God damn it. I'm fine.
Clean the bathrooms, set things up, take things down, take out trash, cardboard, basically restock, that type of stuff. It was a good gig. I miss it. It was really hard for me to leave, if I'm being honest.
Was it you that left?
Yeah, I left. There's very few jobs I leave, and it's usually either because the job itself is just not a good fit for me long term, or I run into complications. This complication specifically, I was being bullied by my coworkers /
Bullying is bad.
And so, yeah, anyone who's ever worked at Redwood Casino can tell you this, and that they're very, very, very anal. Very anal.
Also, I don't know why. I don't know what compels people to do this. Why are we name dropping like where we're working and shit? I feel like that's kind of a mistake. No, I feel like that's kind of a mistake. No, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe when I was younger, right? When I was younger, I was like, everybody's intentions and hearts are pure. No one has malice in their heart, and no one seeks to do me harm. But now it's like, some of you bitches are actually like deeply fucking unwell. I don't understand this compulsion to overshare. We're getting close. We should do lolcow bingo, guys. Hang on one second. MB Hughes, thank you so much for the $4.99. Oh, you have a Scotch one. The other thing that I'm noticing as well. Hang on, I gotta switch. First witness, MB Hughes. First witness. Let me show you guys this really quick. Because, like, so here's the divot, right? So you put it like this, and then you cut it, right? The problem is like the divot, I feel, is like too deep. Because I get like these like frill edges on them. You know what I mean? Like you can tell that there's like the paper is getting pushed into the divot. And it gives it a weird edge. I don't know. I'm in the market for a better one of these. And then, guys, let's do a quick lolcow bingo. I saved that website, I think. Where's my bookmarks? Oh, bookmarks. Okay. And then I want other bookmarks. Websites. #1 free bingo generator. MB Hughes for $1.99. Bring back diaries. I completely agree. This is a strong message. Everybody witness, please. I think it's pretty fucked up that you guys are making MB Hughes carry the weight of donating to me. I think that's kind of fucked up that you're making MB Hughes do it. Okay, so we've got our lolcow bingo. We're going to do oversharing. We're going to do has OF interest in interest in SW. What else we got on here? Neat. This is too hard right now. I don't want to do it. I changed my mind. I don't want to do it right now. I changed my mind. I lied. I don't want to do bingo. Now I'm embarrassed because I could only think of a few things. Now I'm embarrassed. Let's continue.
About how things are done in a certain way, and if you're not perfect, you get points taken off. And like, I think for me, the biggest straw was the fact that like during the summer, I went on an epic walk from Lacey, Washington to Yelm, Washington, and it's about a 24-mile hike.
Oh wow!
I did that in 8 hours, and I did that 2 days in a row.
Brave.
So 24 plus 24, 48 miles. In 24 hours time period with only maybe a 12-hour gap in between the two walks. It was great. I loved it. Got good exercise. I love walking to death. And what happened was I had gotten a giant blister on my foot. And so I tried to go to work with my blister because I'm someone that doesn't call out unless absolutely necessary. And so I thought, you know what? I'll show up with this blister. I'll just work the day. It's not too bad. Didn't hurt that bad right now. It'll be fine. Yeah, little did I know wearing my work shoes versus my normal shoes, it's a little differently on the nerves because I have to wear non-slip shoes. So I was working and it was hurting enough that I was like, hey, I need to go home, go see a doctor. This is abnormal for a blister to be acting like this. So they're like, okay, go home. And they have this ridiculous point system. It's ridiculous.
Oh, so you lost points because of stuff like that.
Yep. So they have a 3-point system. If you
ridiculous. Crucio.
Leave early, it's half point. If you call out, it's a whole point. It's ridiculous. Apparently, at one point, Redwood Casino had like a 5-point system,
Stupefy.
but then for some reason
Sorry.
they lowered it to 3 for some reason. I guess to crack down on stuff. I don't fully understand how it all works, but it was ridiculous. So, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Ridiculous.
Is that kind of, have you had a lot of jobs since that you've kind of left because of like, I guess, performance issues?
Not really. Most jobs are get rid of me.
Yeah.
And it's partially because of lack of communication. That's one of the things I do with my interviews now is I vet every place I go to. So when you go to an interview, it's most people think of it as, oh, I go in to be interviewed. I go in as I'm interviewing them. So I bring things up like,
This only works if you have like a highly specialized skill. Like if you're going for like a very like serious kind of job, sure. But if you're just going to work at like fucking McDonald's, I'm actually the interviewee and you're the interviewer or whatever, that doesn't work. Like that only works as well if you have like a diverse job pool to like draw from. Like if you know, have a degree or you have like a shit ton of credentials and shit like that, and you have the luxury of shopping around for a specific kind of job, a specific kind of pay, you know that you have, you know, multiple options, then yeah, by all means do the whole, I'm actually interviewing you shit or whatever, but this isn't for like hourly, like McDonald's cashiers. That's not the time to bust that out. That's not the time to bust that out at all. And we also are only doing this again, you guys, when we have ample opportunity and we can live without having a job right now, right? Like you have a cushion. If it's like, I need money or I'm gonna die, you can't be like, well, actually, the manager looked at me weird, so I'm not taking this job at Panda Express. It's not happening. Babe, we don't have time for that. I can't afford groceries. That's not the time to be playing 57 IQ detective. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. MB Hughes, when I say diaries and journaling, I mean a paper book and handwritten. Go analog. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Everybody witness MB Hughes, please. Guys, MB Hughes is like paying my rent right now. Guys, MB Hughes is like paying my rent right now. Come on. Get it together. Ooh, Bree, I see that you shared this little paper cutter. Talk to me about the edges. Talk to me about the edges on this. Because I feel like the rut in this one is a little too deep, so it gives like a weird bend on the corner of the paper. Talk to me about the ruts here. Talk to me about the rut, okay?
like, hey, got auditory processing issues, and just so you guys aware, like, what you guys protocol on certain things, communication, and the interview I had yesterday is very promising.
Very promising.
That was embarrassing.
That's okay. It's on the internet forever. That's fair enough. So sometimes you let go, I guess, for similar reasons. When you say you kind of vet your employer, do you find that affects your chances of getting a job, like kind of bringing up those kind of specific issues you might have?
Yes, it does affect greatly. One, it either brings out the type of boss I'm ideally looking for, and it turns out to be a good fit, or it doesn't bring that out and they end up not hiring me. And I'd rather be hired by someone that work with me versus someone that they won't work with me. And if they won't work with me, it's not gonna last, unfortunately.
Babe, we don't have the luxury of doing that when we're eating scraps out of the garbage because we don't have enough money for food. Babe, we can't do this.
Yeah, I think I get
10
that.
years of job hunting, you kind of learn what works and what doesn't.
And yeah, fair enough. I think I get that. One thing I would ask is, like, in terms of like your circumstance, is maybe a kind of beggars can't be choosers approach more likely to get you just kind of anything to keep the money coming in?
That's what I did with this last job. That was the mentality I had.
Yeah.
I just took whatever I can get my hands on, and that's still the case. But when you're trying to do a job and you literally can't do it, you kind of have a choice. Either A, do the right thing and let them know, hey, I'm having a hard time, communicate, and they'll know, hey, I need something else. Or you fake it till you make it and then get fired because you're not doing your job right. It's kind
I get that. Have you found any specific like sectors or like kinds of work that you found that you excelled at, or is that still something you've yet to find?
I find that janitorial, housekeeping, those type of things seem to be my niche because I'm good at cleaning in general. I've always been good at cleaning thanks to my foster parents being into me as a child. Kind of all of it.
You guys, I'm really good at cleaning because my mom beat the shit out of me when I wouldn't vacuum correctly before we had company. So I'm actually really good at cleaning because of my childhood trauma. My childhood trauma is actually my superpower, if you think about it. Beggars can't be choosers. Guys, if you're destitute, starving, cold, okay, you're hungry, you're about to die, you gotta just get a job, bro. That's kind of the way the real world works. And also, like, I don't know, it's like, every job just seems like a bad fit. I can't really do any job if you think about it. Kind of sounds like a self-report to me. Kind of sounds like a self-report to me. Also, niche.
Never known, cleaning. It's kind of my thing. I wish I could do more than that. That's definitely something I'm striving for, especially with my YouTube channel, trying to get it up and going and all that. I'm getting closer to my goal.
Guys, I'm going to be a famous YouTuber, and I'm going to be able to quit my job and live in luxury for the rest of my life. Hi, look at me. My name is Rose Malay. Please respond, not clickbait.
But I would like to maybe at some point be able to get to a point where I can make money doing this for a living. I've heard people are able to do it. You just have to figure out how it all works.
Yeah, you can do it. It's very, I think it's very rare that people make kind of an equivalent amount of money doing something like YouTube to like
Correct.
working. Like certainly for someone like me, like I make a little bit, but it's not anywhere near that kind of level, and it might well never be that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, that's why.
I think a lot of people as well underestimate like how much money people make, like especially people that are first getting into like becoming YouTubers and shit like that. They're like, oh, this channel makes like $1 million. This channel makes like 10 grand a month. Wow, that could totally be me. And it's like, no, actually, like it's incredibly rare. It is incredibly rare that you're able to make that kind of money. And it's like, if you want like a stable income, you got to be making a lot of fucking money on YouTube. I had said before I would stream full time, but I would need to be making like, I shit you not, like 10 grand a month, because I don't want like your income depends on your like productivity for the month, and it's not always reflective of you or how hard you work, right? Like maybe you just the content sucks, and so you don't make that many videos, or the content that you're talking about just it isn't hip right now, it isn't popping, so it doesn't get as many views. Shit like that that's totally outside of your control can affect your income. And then what happens if your channel gets like struck or suspended and you lose that income? Like you have to be able to compensate for that. So I always said if I am gonna stream and make YouTube content full time, I need to be making 10 grand a month, because it's just so risky. It's so risky.
I look into other avenues that can help advance, or sorry, make it get bigger. Like for instance, my Cash App setup or my GoFundMe, things that people can look into. That's how I've been getting by without all the monetizations on YouTube. Is loopholes. It's my thing. I love loopholes.
That's fair enough.
I wonder how much money we've made. Go to our link tree. Let's go to our GoFundMe, guys. And then MB Hughes for the $4.99. My personal trainer told me some inspiring advice, which stands for you can't sell clothes sitting on your ass, which applies to everything. Very true. Everybody witness MB Hughes. It's such a strong message. Why the fuck won't this GoFundMe? Like, hello? I want GoFundMe. Oh, there's a merch store, guys. Let's see the merch store. Graphic design is my passion, guys. The GoFundMe won't load, so I can't see how much money we have. Look at this. Is awesome. Guys, this is awesome. Should I make merch like this? Would you, guys, not clickbait, please respond. Would you buy this merch if I made it? Guys, not clickbait, please respond. Not clickbait, please respond. You would buy this? Yes, you would buy this because I made it. Yes. You'd buy this? Yes. Yes. You'd buy this? Yes.
I did want to ask, like, so your wife like works at the moment, she's pregnant. Does it kind of concern you if you're kind of bouncing from one thing to another, and she's obviously going to need time off? Is that something that concerns you a lot?
Honest, it does. It does affect my sleep. It does function. It affects everything I do. I literally was sitting in the chair at work for about 4 hours straight trying to decide how I want to go about this. So it wasn't. I'm not going through this recklessly. Like I'm not thinking about these things. It's more like my brain is thinking, what can I do long term that I'm good at, that has worked in the past, that I'm willing to put up with long term. So the good thing about the state of Washington, we do have.
Find what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, babe.
Parental leave? No. Maternity leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So she's going to be able to leave and be paid her wages and all that while she's gone. So she'll still be making a living in a way for, I believe it's 3 months or 4 months for her. And then for me, I could leave for about 2 months of that, or a month and a half. And also get paid for that.
Does that require you to actually have a job to get paternity leave, or?
Probably.
I don't know. I'm hoping to have a job before that happens. that's the goal.
How the fuck do you get paternity leave if there's nothing that you're taking a leave from? Paternity leave implies that you're leaving from something. Hello? Like, hello? If you don't have a job, what are you leaving from? You're basically already a stay-at-home parent because you don't have a fucking job. What the fuck is happening, bro? Caleb Hammer, financial audit, please.
Because then that'll be a great, backdoor thingy. Because then while we're trying to adjust to having a baby and everything, we can both get decent sleep-ish. Because having a baby, it's going to change everything as we know it.
Yeah, of course.
You don't say.
And is it mostly like janitorial kind of stuff you're looking for, or are you kind of moving?
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
Housekeeping was a great job.
Yeah, you worked at a motel or something. Whenabouts was that?
Housekeeping.
That was in between Redwind and Taco Time.
What kind of time though?
Housekeeper, just basically make beds, clean rooms.
Is it like what kind of month? What whenabouts?
Oh, when? That's a good question. The May, June, July, August.
Okay.
July, August.
That was the motel
quick
job, wasn't it?
maths.
Yep, that was the motel job, and then I went to Taco Time, worked with them for about 2 months, and then I went into panic mode when my wife informed me that she was pregnant. So I was like, 8 hours a week.
So when did you find out your wife was pregnant then?
It was within 3 weeks of me starting my HRT, so it would have been sometime in September.
Damn,
Okay.
double homicide. That's crazy.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
sorry.
I mean, listen, in terms of work, like I know how it is. It's difficult. I guess in a certain sense, all you can keep doing is like trying to find something. You know, I wanted to ask. So like, in terms of like, you know, your wife's working part time, you're kind of on and off. Do you kind of spend very much on it?
Like, I personally, this might sound dramatic to you guys. This might sound dramatic, but I mean it. I mean it truthfully. If my wife was pregnant and I wasn't working and I was making her work while she was pregnant, I would want her to get a divorce from me. I can't think of anything more embarrassing actually than not supporting your partner, especially if they're carrying your fucking kid, bro. I would fully expect that my wife would divorce me. Better yet, I would insist that she divorced me. If she was pregnant and I was sitting on my fucking ass at home and I was like, I'm gonna be a big YouTuber, babe, I swear. Just wait. Come back in 6 months and I'm gonna blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. I would demand that she divorced my ass and found a man that was willing to provide for her in the way that she deserves. Okay, if your partner is not your morning and evening star, okay, the most important thing in your life, your beginning and your end, okay, and you wouldn't do anything for them, you don't deserve them, okay? You don't deserve them, all right? You should be doing everything you can, especially for your pregnant partner. Yeah, you should be doing fucking everything, bro. Everything.
On anything?
Well, Indeed has been my most biggest tool, so I spend a lot of time with Indeed applying for jobs.
What I mean is more like, do you spend money on very much, or do you tend to be quite frugal at this kind of time?
I'm pretty frugal. If I can't really move it around, but the only thing I've really bought for myself is a cup of rocks this year, the Goblin helmet.
A cup of rocks. What do we think we need a cup of rocks for, guys? What is the... Please respond, not clickbait. What exactly is the cup of rocks for? Anybody? Can anybody guess why we need a cup of rocks? Very specific. A cup of rocks. Anybody guess what that's about? Anybody? And I'm not quite sure. I understand what that is, but okay.
Goblin bomb and the samurai sword, maybe a couple.
Babe, I just got the necessities at the store. I just got the samurai sword. I just got the green goblin mask, and I just got the cup of rocks. Why are you freaking out? It was just the necessities, I swear.
Small little knickknacks in there. Most, if not all, my money goes to two things: either paying bills or food. For me, my guilty pleasure is I eat out a lot. I like eating out, so often I'll sacrifice eating at home for eating out, especially if I'm doing like a job and all that, and I'm busy and I don't have time to prep. We are getting into prep cooking more. It's a work in progress. But for me, I've always lived by this code that if I can't afford to buy something fun, then I don't buy it at all. But anytime I buy stuff like the Goblin Mask, stuff like this, it's always when I'm financially doing well and we're doing okay. That's the rule for myself. Or someone gives me money to buy certain things.
I would really like to know what the quote-unquote doing well looks like in this situation, because me thinks that doing well means that we're not negative in our bank account, and not that we have ample savings to support our wife and child. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, guys. I also think that if you are down bad and you don't have a job, if somebody's like, hey, here's 20 bucks, go get something to eat, that 20 bucks is going right into savings. I don't care that somebody said, hey, go use this to get something to eat. It's like, bitch, I'm broke. I'm dying. I'm starving. I need to buy groceries instead of going to Chili's, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, my Aragon Inheritance books, that was because someone donated $100 for my birthday, so I used that money for its purpose. So.
Okay, so you're like you're buying some stuff.
Buying rocks? What is this? Oh, Witness MB Hughes, thank you so much. MB Hughes is funding my lifestyle of smoking crack and streaming. Thank you so much. God, at this rate, I can leave my knocked up pregnant wife at work.
How often do you eat out?
At the moment, maybe once a week at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're financially tight,
Every week.
so I have to only eat out none unless we have some sort of income going in.
Yeah.
or someone spoils us. That's usually the case. Is people spoil us with gift cards for places, so we go out to eat to those places.
Oh, I see, right.
Okay.
When I'm doing well, I eat out maybe 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jesus.
Now, usually when I eat out, I get enough for leftovers, so it lasts.
That makes sense. You said when someone spoils you, do you get a lot of like donations or like kind of people giving you stuff?
No, not very often. The last thing I got as a donation was someone was on here on my channel, messaged me directly, offered to pay me for something. We'll just leave it at that. And I used that money to take care of the car. And then for that,
when you say offer to pay you for something, is that more the kind of I know how to
we'll
word
just leave it in the dark. Let's leave that one in the dark.
Like spicy stuff.
It's what you're thinking.
Corn.
Gotta make money somehow, right? And then, of course, one of my donators donated a purple dress off of my Amazon wishlist, and that was awesome. And I only wore it like a couple times so far. It's very comfy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, obviously I've seen you have like a...
Guys, I'm literally fucking starving to death. Please. Instead of going to the store and buying bulk rice and beans, you guys, I'm just gonna buy 5 cheesy gordita crunches. Please. Guys, I'm so hungry. Guys.
GoFundMe. I've certainly heard a lot worse. Like, I'm always very concerned when someone is kind of asking for money for basically, return. That it's like funding a lifestyle, or it's like, people should do as much as they can personally to help their situation before asking for freebies.
Yep,
I mean, it
I agree
sounds...
wholeheartedly on that.
Yeah, but it sounds... I mean, like, you said you're like trying to downsize as well in terms of your living situation?
Yeah, so right now you've seen my apartment probably. It's a studio, and it's tiny. Like, we're not gonna be able to...
How the fuck do you downsize from a studio? What's smaller than a studio? A box? How do you downsize from a studio, bro? What? I'm still waiting to hear back from the jobs I applied to. Y'all, please, I can't be Malcolm Sugar Chatter. Funding my life. MB Hughes, let's go. How do you... How do you even... I don't even understand. How do you downsize from a studio? That doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Baby in here, and we're going to have to.
Yeah.
And then currently we're paying like $1,700 a month, give or take. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We've been trying to move out for a couple of years with little to no success. It doesn't help that this place, when the rent goes up, it's like maybe $30-$40 versus most places, which is like over $100 to $200 increase in rent, depending where you're living. And so, like, it's been really hard for us. Also, we didn't really feel like the need to move. A studio is perfect for a man and his wife, but a baby, when you put that into the picture, suddenly everything changes. So we're trying to get something cheaper, a bigger place, basically, with more rooms. I'm hoping we get a 3-bedroom. Honestly, is what I'm hoping for. We found a place where it's like $1,500 a month, and for 3 bedrooms. Unfortunately, no washer and dryer, so we have to go downstairs and wash our clothes, which is fine. That's doable. So it is what it is. Because if we had 3 bedrooms, this is why I'm hoping to get 3-bedroom. I'd be able to have an office where I can do stuff like this without worrying about the baby or people interfering. Part of the reason why I have to be so in particular.
Shut up, bitch! Daddy's streaming.
About when I do my live streams, like this one this morning, is because my wife is usually, since it's a studio, not dressed appropriately for screen, so I have to wait till she leaves.
Oh my god, dude! I have to get a bigger house because I don't want my baby walking in on me, bouncing on it fucking crazy style for my OnlyFans. Really important, guys. Please donate now to save the innocence of my child.
Live stream with folks, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I hope that works out. I was looking up like average rents. Is it Lacey, Washington?
Roughly. We'll just leave it at that. We're trying to be a little bit more protective.
Yeah. I saw you like streaming, streaming the front of your building and stuff like that. I was like, Jesus, someone's gonna track you down one day, man.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, this person live streams the front of their apartment building as well, and has been bothered in real life. I think that we would learn. I think that we would. I would hope that you guys would know. Hopefully, this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it for you guys. Okay. You should not ever stream or post pictures of, like, where you fucking live. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a good way to get fucking slimed in real life, bro. That's crazy. And then, hang on really quick. I must go greet my wife. Hang on. That's loud. Go greet my wife. Quick break, guys. Everybody get water. Everybody stretch. Everybody get a snack. We're having so much fun. Yee! We're having so much joy, okay? Be right back. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Everybody behave. I'll be back in just a moment, okay? Everybody, stay safe. I'll be right back. Look at that. You guys didn't even know that I was gone, did ya? Didn't even know that I was gone. Quick like that. I'm quick like that. Quick like that. Alright, should we continue suffering, you guys? Before we suffer some more, let's take a peek at the likes on the video, guys. Let's take a peek here. Let's make sure that we're doing our civic duty, guys. Otherwise, I will be very upset with you. That I was gone. Oh no, my own voice. Terrible. Ugh. Oh my god, there's only 49 likes on the video. Unacceptable. There's at least 50 freeloading bitches, and I hate a freeloading bitch, okay? Make sure that we're doing our civic duty and liking the video. It is the bare minimum. If you are an overachiever, like MB Hughes, our beloved, you guys can join the Discord. That's also free, bare minimum. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always donate super chats, buy memberships, and gift memberships. And you can always check out my darling, show-stopping, incredible, and brilliant merch, okay? Okay? Wonderful, wonderful. And then doing this really quick. Because I emailed Fourth Wall to see about the pins. And I have to order a sample of one of them to see if it translates well. So I'm going to do that really quick before I forget. Wow, so helpful, so helpful. Okay, so hopefully those are gas. Hopefully those are gas. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Because I'm doing... I'll show you guys. I'm doing this one. So I have this. But so my concern here... My concern here is that this blur isn't going to translate well on an enamel pin. Like, that it'll look like shit. So I'm going to order... I'm going to order a sample of this one and see what it looks like. And if it looks good, I'll do that one. But if it doesn't look good, then I can do this one. Either or is fine. But I wanted to do something that was... like, I didn't want to do, like, my channel logo. Because I could also sell these at Festies, guys. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on that. I will keep you updated as I know more. And then also, Jennifer, thank you for being my pay pig. It's now Jennifer's turn. Thank you so much, everybody. Witness Jennifer, please. Beautiful. We love to see it. All right, guys, let's continue. Wrong video because I'm dumb as fuck. Oh my god, what am I doing?
The good news about where we live, you can't get inside without a key card.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a reason to do that, though, right?
So I'm not terribly too worried about it. Plus, we have cameras everywhere. Like, if someone were to do something, they wouldn't get away with it.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. I mean, to me, I think even if I was living in the most secure place ever, I probably wouldn't show like the front of my building just for, you know, just to.
Probably shouldn't have done that. I'll be honest. Like, so when you're not famous on YouTube and you're not famous anywhere, no one gives a fuck about your existence, like at all. And like for me, that's why I kind of didn't care. Cause like no one cares about me. No, my channel's like.
That is probably a bad way to conduct that, Monarch. I think that that's a poor choice. It doesn't matter if people, like, if you have, like, a small following or anything like that. That kind of shit doesn't matter because you must remember, guys, people are fucking insane, okay? It's important to remember this. People are insane, okay? It takes one crazy person and your shit is rocked forever. It's very important to remember that there are, in fact, insane individuals that even if you are a fucking nobody, they will go to the ends of the earth to find you and rock your shit because they are deranged, okay? Very important that you guys remember this, okay? Even if you are a random shitter on the internet, and this is something that I see you guys in the Discord all the time. Also, if you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord, BTW. I'll put the link in chat. It's really important, you guys, that even if you are a random shitter nobody, that might not be true forever. So OPSEC is really important, guys. OPSEC is really important, okay? We're not talking about what city we live in. We're not talking about the name of our, favorite high school teacher. We're not talking about the street that we live on. We're not posting pictures of where we live. We're not dropping the name of our favorite local restaurant that only we would know, okay? Like, these are important. We're not posting pictures of our house, like shit like this, right? I hope that goes without saying, but sadly as it is, some people don't have that. So just your friendly reminder that there are insane people in the world, okay? Not everybody has your best interest at heart. So please be safe, guys. Please be safe. Even if you are a random nobody, that doesn't mean that there isn't one dedicated hater that may or may not rock your shit just because they fucking feel like it. So be safe, guys. Be safe, okay? Be safe out there.
Not go anywhere. There's no way. And then suddenly Femyoz comes into the scene. It's like, how? It's like someone threw a water balloon and it burst into a million pieces.
Yeah. Are you still friendly with Femyoz, by the way?
I, once in a while, I'll watch their content here and there out of curiosity. Yeah. I think at this point they moved on. I moved on. I don't know.
That's fair enough. I mean, they seem to kind of come and go from what I see of them.
Yeah, no, I appreciate what they did with the whole collaboration thing we're doing. I thought it was awesome. I had fun with it. It doesn't matter if she was being kind about it or she was doing it as a prank. Doesn't matter which one it was. I still had fun with it.
Yeah, you met Cybersmith. You met the human pet guy. Yeah. Everyone has done that.
I freaking love Cybersmith. Great personality. I love the guy. He reached out to me right after I left the group for a second time. He was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "It's too much. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
All the different people and like I don't know half of you anyway." And it's kind of like Femyoz is the only person I really know in the chat now. I can say that I know them, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. You talked about that you voted Trump, but you regret it. What kind of drove that?
So here's a little bit about me. So I always have been a centrist, meaning both Republican and
trans, OnlyFans, femboy, sissy, Christian Trump supporter, ? Who has a bingo? Guys, anybody? Somebody should have a bingo. That should have got somebody over the edge.
And liberal beliefs. But for me personally, I've always, because of how I was raised, leaned more towards Republican side of things, which is what makes me very off-putting as a trans woman. I'm liberal, clearly, but I'm also Republican, clearly, and it sends mixed messages to people a lot of the time. And so I voted for him because I liked what he did the first time he was president. I loved what he did. I loved the stimulus checks. There was a time in my life where I really, really needed help, and those stimulus checks honestly helped me through.
It's been a long time, guys. Let's go down memory lane. Trump first term. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's take a trip down memory lane, okay? And this is something that a lot of conservatives struggle with, you guys. And some people in general, people with very low emotional IQs struggle with this. And what they struggle with mostly is the idea that things that are, like, beneficial to you doesn't mean that you get to do shitty things to other people. So people will say, like, oh, I got a huge fucking tax credit from Trump or whatever. That's why I voted for him. Meanwhile, other people in different industries that are being completely gutted, that's kind of a poor reflection of you. You kind of look like a huge fucking asshole, right? So the steel tariffs was insane. That killed the steel industry. So many people, got fucking fucked over by the steel tariffs and shit like that. Electing, or appointing, I should say, conservative Supreme Court justices, stacking the courts, the immigration policy, the foreign policy moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, was collaborating with, or at the very least met with Kim Jong-un, repealed the ACA Act. Yeah, like there was plenty of shit from Trump's first term. It's been a while, you guys, and sometimes we need a little refresher, of course, but there was still like a lot of dog shit that Trump did in his first term. His second term is obviously worse, but
through those times.
Yeah.
Janitorial, low, like bottom of the food chain, we're not considered really, what's it called? Necessary workers or
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Essential.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so often, we're just tossed aside, like we don't exist. And luckily, if it weren't for the fact that my sister was one of those workers working as a vet technician for a veterinary hospital, I wouldn't have gone through those 2 years, if I'm being honest. And those were the worst years of my life, being isolated. That's part of the reason why I'm so desperate to get a job, because, like, I'm home alone a lot. are a lot. So these little interactions and getting
desperate
out
enough.
and having a job, for me, emotionally, mentally, and financially, is a very good thing. And like, I think one thing that gets me irritated a little bit is everyone assumes like, oh, I just want to stay home and hide and not ever work or take care of my wife. And like, for some reason, my channel gives off the vibe that I don't care about my wife. And the truth is, I do very, 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 very much.
Yeah.
And I do less this.
I mean, I think it's a bit crazy to tell someone, I guess, that they don't care about their wife and stuff. I think maybe to some people it comes off like, you know, she's working and you're kind of riding a little bit.
Just a little bit. But even though,
well, yeah, and then when you are the person that's pregnant in the relationship, yeah, I would imagine that you would be the one that's staying home, or I would hope rather that you would be the one that's staying home if that's the pregnant one. Glenn, for the $20 reduce. I was never here. Happy streaming, my lord. I'm so sorry. I tried to stream on Wednesday, but my wife would not allow. Thank you, Glenn, so much for the $20 reduce. Everybody witness, please. We love that.
Though I'm writing, you know, I'm also doing things. Like, I take care of the house. I take care of the cats. I take care of the trash and cardboard. And I cook. I clean. I basically help keep my wife's life as simple as humanly possible while I'm looking. I got a lot of things I'm balancing. I'm balancing YouTube, looking for a job, my wife and the baby, and keeping our house in decent order. And like doing all these things, it's quite a lot. One wouldn't think of it, but it keeps me up at night. That's why I'm usually up at like 4 or 5 or in the morning.
Yeah, I gotcha. So like back to kind of what we were talking about. What kind of has made you regret voting for Trump as you liked him the first time?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. TikTok has been the biggest voice that I've been listening to, or did listen to before I left TikTok.
Wow, I hate when I'm brainwashed by TikTok. That's crazy. It's bigger. Let's really get the full effect.
A lot of things like I don't like the fact that he basically makes trans women and men out to be terrorists. I've heard of that.
True. Fun fact. Fun fact, guys. LGBTQIA, specifically gender ideology, is denoted as a terrorist ideology now. That's super cool. I don't know how you didn't notice this coming, truthfully. Don't really know how that happened. Also, guys, crazy update. Elijah Schaffer may have murdered his wife and kids, bro. So, Elijah Schaffer, this is from, what is he from? The Blaze, right? The Blaze. What does he work for? It's The Blaze, isn't it? Dark Side of Internet. Slightly offensive podcast. What podcast was he on? He was on The Rift, The Dividers. I thought that he was on Blaze or something like that. Whatever. Either way. My wife and kids, I don't know where my wife and kids are, and I can't get a hold of them. They are filed as missing persons. They have gone missing. Last enforcement confirms someone in my household set me up. They planted drugs, and they said I was a criminal. This will be public trial via the FBI. I'm a victim of a serious targeted felony crimes. I'm not suicidal. They've kidnapped my family. They've stolen my money. I will bring justice. I need the public to know I'm in Virginia. The government is aware. I believe the FBI is trying to destroy my life and kill me. You are not Charlie Kirk. You are not her. And then now he's saying, my stolen car was recovered by U.S. Customs. I'm the victim of a serious set of felonies, including gun theft. Someone in my, quote, inner circle is involved, and it's an international probe. I don't know who I pissed off. I have evidence, and I will prosecute. I can't say anything else. And then somebody says, bullshit. You said your family was missing. Now it's about the car. I'm glad you got the kids back, but you've been on a coke bender. Minus the missus took the kids. Coke is for homos, bro. The most pointless drug I ever did. Absolute weak piss. And then he says, shut the fuck up, you projecting narcissistic asshole. Sorry that you did coke and fucked your life. I don't do drugs. So, speculations that Elijah Schaffer murdered his wife and kids, bro. My wife divorced me and took the kids, and I have no idea where they are. I'm sober. I'm sad. I have good support. Thank you, everyone, supporting me through this rough season. I'll get through it. And then this says, Palm Beach County records say that you filed for divorce. Oh, well, at least you still have your car, right? Ha! This is awesome. Awesome! Okay, that's cool. Also, I agree. Coke is like the dumbest shit to get addicted to. I agree. This is a strong message.
A lot. And I'm like, just because one idiot did something, or a couple idiots did something, no. I don't like his social media. It's garbage. Over half the time. I definitely didn't like the fact that apparently there's been a rumor going around on social media that, what was it about? You ever looked at someone and at one point look and go, okay, they did something good for me. I like them as a person. But then later on look at them again with a fresh perspective and go, I don't like them anymore, but you don't have really good reason for not liking them. You just don't like them.
Yeah. So your regret is hard to quantify, I guess.
It's hard to quantify.
Like, the stimulus checks are good, and then since then he's kind of lost favor to an extent.
Yeah. The kind of vibe I get off him from what I'm watching from social media and in general is Palpatine. He's definitely giving me Palpatine vibes.
Palpatine.
Okay. You said you were a centrist. Like, what do you think kind of defines you as being a centrist rather than like one side or the other?
Well, there are beliefs I have in the, the liberal side. Like I believe that abortion is, to an extent, okay. Within a certain quantified area, if that makes sense. Like mother, her body, her choice. I believe in that.
I'm gonna have to go. Give me 1 second. Literally walking to the other side of the room. Hang on. And I'm back. See, look at that. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. No crying.
I have to believe in that because I believe in my body, my choice, hence me growing stuff and changing. But as a Republican, there's a part of me that also believes that there needs to be a line drawn in the sand when it comes to stuff like abortion or certain belief systems. So, like, that's kind of how my brain works. Makes any sense?
Yeah.
The deepest, darkest truth pill that you guys will ever be fucking exposed to is actually that centrists are the most cucked, spineless, pussy weasel fucks ever that are too afraid to take a strong position on anything. Like, if you believe that abortion is murder and it is killing a fetus, it should be easy for you to be like, no, I don't think that abortion should exist, except for in exceptionally rare circumstances, if at all, right? And if you are like, well, actually, it's her body, it's her choice, but I would say that I'm a centrist, and I think that women have they should have full reproductive rights, get an abortion any day of the week, Planned Parenthood punch cards, abortion punch cards for every whore that has ever lived. That's not a centrist position, babe. That's not a centrist position, babe.
I can see you kind of take a middle stance on like one issue. Does that tend to be most issues?
Yeah, it's spineless.
A good chunk of them, if they're political or religious, yeah, I'm pretty centrist when it comes to most things.
Yeah. What's your stance on Israel-Palestine?
Israel-Palestine, so again, it comes to my more Republican point of views.
Mm-hmm.
From a Christian past, we support Israel. Yeah. We've always have been, always will be. And you can understand.
No. Christians don't support the existence of Israel. To support Israel is antithetical to Christian nationalism, even. Because, no. No. Christians actually oppose the existence of a homogenous ethnostate. What? Okay, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
The Bible, the war between Palestine, also known as the Philistines, versus the Israelites, has been going on for thousands of years. So it's an ongoing issue. And so, like, my heart goes to Israel for sure. Wow. But also, I think the oppression going on with Palestine is not good either. I think they're both idiots, if I'm being honest.
Both sides are bad. What do you want me to say?
There you go. There's the centrist part coming out. They're both idiots. They need to just sit down and
so
talk.
Dumb. Those little Palestinian children that are getting turned into pink mist, like, they're dumbasses. I agree. They're total fucking idiots. If those little kids didn't want to get, like, vaporized by RPGs and drones and shit, they should have just behaved better. I agree.
Okay, I mean, they're not fighting at the moment, I don't think. Do you kind of aim for the middle ground then, or do you just land there?
I kind of aim to be middle ground, I don't want to be that type of person where I'm just like, I absolutely believe in one side, and like, I've seen what those people are like. Charlie Kirk is a great example of a far left, and no, thank you.
What?
I don't want to be that type of person where I'm just like, I absolutely believe in one side, and like, I've seen what those people are like. Charlie Kirk is a great example of a far left, and no.
I'm just gonna assume that was a misspeak. Right? Charlie Kirk isn't far left. That was a misspeak, right? Right? That has to be a misspeak, right? We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. I'm gonna assume that was a misspeak. Hopefully we're not that dumb.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to be like that personality type that's like so logical that like there's no room for free will. I just
All right, gotcha. Have you like politics changed over time, or has it been kind of pretty consistent?
For me, I think politics-wise, I really liked Barack Obama. I think he was a great president.
I would have voted for him for a third term.
I mean, I was in high school when he was president, and so wait, was I in high school? I think I was in high school when he was president. Yeah, because they had Obamacare and all that stuff. Yeah, so like, he was the president. George Bush Sr. and Jr. were great. I didn't like Clinton. I still don't know why, but I still don't like Clinton. It's one of those things you look at their face and go, okay, I don't like it because of their face.
Is that maybe a pattern of you don't always know why you don't like some people?
If there was, I'm very oblivious to it.
Yeah.
I'm very oblivious. Maybe because I'm just not fully informed on them, or maybe I try to,
And how would you feel if a trusted friend said this to you?
remain neutral on things, so I don't really research things. Like, I don't really watch the news. I really don't watch politics. I avoid it like the plague. I've had a lot of good friendships.
At the very least, I have respect for, like, conservatives and Republicans and libertarians and shit like that take time to, like, try, at least, to learn about shit. Like, there's nothing that rustles my jimmies more than individuals who have very strong opinions about things, but don't know fuck all about it. I don't know if I should say obviously, but surprise, guys, I have a lot of friends that are conservatives. Surprisingly, conservatives in real life actually aren't really that terrible. At least like normal Republicans, not like MAGA people. Normal Republicans really aren't that bad. And I had a friend that was conservative, and we got into it over mRNA vaccines. And this person didn't even understand that the reason that viruses contain the virus itself is to help you build immunity to it. It was like, why do you have such a strong fucking opinion on this when you don't know anything about it? That's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. It's like, if you want to be uninformed or whatever, or you want to have a position or an opinion that I think is wrong, okay, but instead of taking like the hardest position you possibly can without even attempting to learn about it, I think that's so fucking stupid, dude. I think that's so fucking stupid. Like, come on.
Literally seen them in front of my eyes disintegrate over a political point of view. And so, like, for me, I want to live at peace with people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I get you on that. I wanted to ask, I know this is quite personal.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about, like, addiction, because I know that's come up.
Go for it.
So, like, the poppers thing.
Oh, also, I'm so sorry. MB Hughes for the 199. Malcolm, let me fight them. Let me at her. She's streaming, I think. You could do a call, and that'd be cool. Everybody witness, please. Just kidding. We're not brigading. No targeted harassment. Blah, 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 blah. None of that shit, guys. That is not a props. We're not doing that.
How did you get yourself addicted to poppers?
Crazy
well, like any other idiot, pornography was the catalyst.
Dude, true. That's actually why I'm an alcoholic. Porn, true, based. The root of every addiction is porn, true, based.
Weed wasn't really my thing. Alcohol has never really been my thing, and so I've always wanted to enhance the porn side of things, especially with Hypnotube. When you watch that, if you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
When I say Hypnotube.
I have no idea.
A lot of cross-dressers, sissies. It's a great
Addicted to sissies. I hate when that happens.
place if you want to watch that type of stuff. And so poppers enhance things. I've always wanted to feel what it was like to lose control. I don't know why. It's been an addictive feeling since I was a little kid.
Poppers don't make you lose control. It's a rush of euphoria. It's not losing control. And poppers they don't even last that long. It's like huffing duster. It's like, it's a quick little fucking head rush. That's crazy.
Okay. Especially because I was controlled. So there's that aspect of needing more of that, but in a sexual sense. And so it comes out in that, if that makes sense. And so, like, for me, what happened was I saw it on a video. I was like, what was like to sniff poppers? I bought my very first poppers. This was years ago, about 6 or 7 years ago, give or take. Bought it, came in 2 days later, opened it up, tried it. First I was terrified because the sensation was new to me. And then, like, as I continued to use it in combination with Hypnotube, it became a cycle where I'd be like, it feels great, it'd be awesome, and I would overdo it, then I would purge and throw it away, and I'd buy another one later on, and then there's this cycle. On top of that, struggling as someone that does identify as a trans woman, but also struggles with the sissy mental complex, and like the...
I hate when I'm a trans woman, but I'm also a beta cuck. Sissy boy. I hate when that happens. Does that happen, guys? Does that happen? 6'7", 6'7". 07's in chat, guys. 07's in chat. Let's go. Let's go.
Purging, going with that, and so back and forth for many, many, many years. And then a month ago, no matter how long it was, I decided, you know what? I'm done. My eyes are getting worse because of it. I can't afford it. Anyway, I have a baby on the way. It's time for you to put Pandora back in the box and put it away.
Yeah, so like a month or two ago.
Also, guys, I'm just going to say this. It's obviously counting days can be somewhat toxic when it comes to maintaining sobriety, right? That sometimes having like a countdown, marking the anniversary, stuff like that can be problematic and what have you. But there's not a single addict that's in recovery that can't tell you how long they've been in recovery. 229 days, guys. 229 days. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's when you stopped.
I think it's about a month or two ago. The last time I did them, let's see, I was working at the hospital. It was in the first, I want to say, week
Bro, look at my CNA. They're high as fuck on poppers. I'm gonna die.
or so of working there. So let's see. Yeah, that would have been about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, give or take.
Oh.
Yeah.
Time and I don't get along. So I don't always remember things very well.
Fair enough. So it was a good few years you were on poppers. How much were you spending on them on average?
On average, so I wouldn't buy them. This is why my wife says that I'm actually addicted to them. I think I'm addicted to them. She says I'm not. So I would buy them. They're about $40 a pop if you get the big one. If you get the small ones, they're like $20 a pop. And it's about 30 minutes away from my home. So I have to drive up there. And what I would do, I'd buy one, I would like them, and then I wouldn't do any for like 5 or 6 months, and then I'd go back and buy another one.
That's not addiction, babe. Everybody is obsessed with this as well. I've seen a lot of Zoomers talk about this, mostly on Twitter and like on TikTok and shit, where they're like, if doing dry January is even remotely difficult for you, you're an alcoholic. And it's like, no, that doesn't make somebody an addict or an alcoholic. If you're able to abstain for months at a time, you're not an addict. I had a friend like this too, who was like, I'm super addicted to Coke. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, wow, that must be hard. Tell me about that. And he's like, yeah, like every once in a while on the weekends, I'll buy a bag. And I'm like, you're not a fucking Coke addict. What are you talking about right now? What do you mean, bro? What are you talking about? That's okay.
That's basically how it would go. Or if I happen to be in the area, which is very rare since we've only had one car. But when I Ubered, yeah, I went by there once a month, maybe, and grab myself a thing of poppers.
How long would the thing last you?
Bottle itself would last anywhere between, well, depending on the size, a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally could get 30 racks of beer and crush that shit in 2 fucking days. 2 fucking days, bro. In the hands of an addict, that substance will be gone in like a matter of hours. If you're able to have the substance in your possession and not use all of it in one sitting and recreationally use it like once a month, you're not a fucking addict, bro. You are a recreational poppers user. What the fuck? Why do people want to be addicts? Why do people want to be why? What is the sexy appeal of addiction? I don't think enough people are watching Intervention. I think that's why. I think that's probably why kids think that whippets and shit are cool, because they didn't watch the horrible Intervention episodes of people that were addicted to fucking air duster and shit like that. Put Intervention back on the television. Do it now.
Okay. And then it'd be quite a few months sometimes between you buying another one.
Yeah, so that's why my wife argues that, oh yeah, you're not actually addicted to poppers. You just buy them once in a while. They're your guilty pleasure. I'm like,
yeah,
the fact that I'm in the area and my first thought is, I really want poppers. And then I buy them and then take them home and use them.
Yeah, for a recreational alcohol drinker, it's like, oh, I'm in the area of this bar that makes a drink that I really like. I'm going to go and get one. That isn't being an addict. Like, that is not being an addict. I'm so sorry. But just, like, recreationally consuming substances doesn't make you a fucking addict. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro.
As soon as I get home. I mean, that to me, that speaks, addicting. So.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, obviously, from what I remember from, like, your content, you at times have gone to quite big lengths to get hold of poppers.
Yeah.
Was it just the one time that happened?
The one time?
Yeah, that you needed money for poppers, and that's what you ended up doing.
I don't remember ever asking for money for poppers.
So this story is that Firebat went and fucked a dude for poppers, which is deranged behavior, if you ask me. But even if you smash, I don't necessarily think that means that you're addicted. Like, if somebody has like a weed and you're like, I guess I'll fuck if you let me hit the joint or whatever, I don't think that means that you're like fucking addicted to weed. I don't think that that's reflective of that. I think that we're actually just a whore.
Per se.
Well, I remember the story with the motel.
The motel, yeah.
Yeah, guys, please donate to the stream to help with my crippling alcohol addiction. Thanks so much.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, so for me, in order to cheat on my wife, poppers are necessary, period. One, they take away my inhibition. They literally remove the safeguards I had put up that make.
This is just really fucking stupid. So, substances don't make you a fucking cheater, by the way. Also, the other thing to remember as well is poppers last for like fucking 10 minutes, dude. Not even that. less. And it's like my inhibition was severely diminished for 30 seconds, and then the next thing that I knew, I was cheating. I'm lowballing people on Facebook Marketplace, sorry.
Make it so I don't do it, you know? For me, even before I even got married, there's a reason why I haven't had relations with another man for a long time, partially because I built these walls up to prevent me from wanting to actually go through with it, you know? So when I was there, we were going through a pretty hard time financially, and this has been an on and off issue since August. So August to current is what's been going financially very hard for us. And so what happened is I got on Grindr and I said, hey, do you have uppers? Let's get together. Also, let's make some money, because I was trying to be basically a hoe. And like the only time I ever consider going down that route is when we are truly desperate. Like I do everything I can to fix it myself. And then when I don't know what else to do, that's usually when I turn to that stuff. It's always when things are going really badly, rough, eventually. And so, yeah.
When you say that stuff, is that like kind of sexual favors, that kind of thing?
Sexual favors and all that stuff. I only do it when I'm desperate, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And was it just the once that it was like actually like having sex with someone, and most of the time it was like pictures or like, I don't know, I'm trying to be discreet, but like if it's not usually full sex and that was just one time, like what kind of thing?
The last time I did anything with anyone was about 3 years before that.
Yeah.
That should give people an idea how often I do stuff. 3 years before that.
I am displeased with the blaming our poor life choices on poppers. I think that's and drugs, mind you, and drugs, right? It's like unfortunately, I don't think that it is the case that we are so like cripplingly addicted that we're willing to cheat. I think that you're actually just a whore. That's what I think. If I had to be honest with you, I think that's what it is. If I had to be completely transparent and forthcoming with my thoughts. Firebat accountability call when. I also think it's really crazy that I said, you guys, hey, could you guys please donate to the stream to help support me in my crippling alcohol addiction? Not one dono. That's so sad. I guess I'll sleep under a bridge.
That's any kind of sexual favor. The last time before then was 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, give or take.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, around the time that the picture that we shall not name out loud that Femyoz shared with the mask, which we don't need to go into detail about that. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I know about it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Did the mask like enhance the feeling from the poppers though, or did it not really do anything?
No, I was hoping it would enhance it because how poppers work: you unscrew the bottle, you put it up to your nose, you plug it, and you inhale with a little bit of a crack between the bottle and your nose, so you get the air and the fumes and not the liquids. You do not want to get that stuff in your nose. It crusts around your nose and it bad for your health. It's really bad, really bad. And so I thought, well, what's a better way than using something like this? And so that has also been something I've been dealing with. I didn't like that whoever shared that picture, I'm pretty sure it was South something, I forget the idiot's name, didn't tell the whole story. Where I was working, we have a policy where we get returns. We can't put them back on the shelf. We can't resell them. They get thrown away. And if there's something in there that we want, which was this object, we can go to the office and sign for it. And we can take it home. And that's how it happened. I never stole anything. I'm not a thief.
I can
My thieving days were back when I was in high school. That's the last time I stole something.
The only thing with the mask thing is like, well, you're not worried it had been like used by someone already.
It was still in his wrapper and everything, and I brought it home.
That's
either A, they sent it back because it wasn't the right type. There's a lot of reasons why someone might send something back to the warehouse. I never know all of them. I'm just the guy that empties the totes and then puts the totes on pallets and stack them for days and hauling.
I mean, would you... I'm scared to ask this question, obviously, but would you use a return dildo if you worked at Amazon? I fear that the answer here would be yes. I am very afraid. I am very afraid that the answer here is yes. I'm not loving it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I get you. With the other thing I wonder about, like the poppers thing, was it always when you were like gooning or whatever? Did you ever kind of just take it?
Never goon.
Like, just normally, you know.
When I had it, I would often use it for fun, especially in the beginning when I was first getting into it. It was definitely one of the things I would have, and then whenever I was like feeling in the mood, if that's the nice way to put it, in the mood, I would use them, and they were great for usage. But like, I think for me, I've always had a thing for brainwashing. And so brainwashing porn is very addicting, especially when you put poppers to it and other things that enhance it.
Yeah. So it's kind of a mix. You use it recreationally and then to enhance whatever. How many times in like a day would you use it at the worst?
About 3 times.
Oh my God. This is like the equivalent of somebody saying, guys, I'm a coke addict, but you know what? I bought an 8-ball and I only took 3 bumps. I only took 3 bumps and the 8-ball lasted me a month. You're not a fucking coke addict. You are a recreational cocaine user. And that's okay. All right. Whatever, bro. This is not being a fucking addict, bro. This is not addict behavior. This is not addict behavior. Why are you desperate to be a fucking addict? Why? 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 Why?
Rough life was going. So, like a lot of people who go out and bait, so I'm just going to call it bait.
Bait! Oh my god!
I did a lot most times.
Guys, I love hitting the poppers before I go out and bait. I hate going out and baiting, guys. I hate it. Guys, are we baiting later? Please respond. Not clickbait. Yes or no? Are we baiting later, guys? Guys, really important. Are we baiting? Yes or no? Please respond. Not clickbait.
Because I was either stressed or bored, especially when I'm isolated at home.
You start getting the poppers out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only a few times. It's only a few times in a day because it doesn't last long, does it? The high.
No, the high doesn't. So it's one of those things. You inhale, you hold your breath for anywhere between half a minute to a minute. Exhale, you get high. The blood rushes. Your brain. It's like drunk and high at the same time, and then it's gone like that within a couple minutes. So you have to continuously put it up there about every 3 to 4 minutes, roughly. And it really does rain rot you.
Yeah, but you'd only do it a few times. You wouldn't like continuously do it over and over, like in an evening.
Over time, your eyes start to get blurry, and for me, I deal with paranoia. So if I'm with anxiety and all that, so if you have anxiety and you're doing it, sorry, cat's talking to me.
That's okay.
Anyway, what was I saying? You distracted me. Let's see, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying.
Wow, that's crazy.
Do you remember what I was saying?
Yeah, you're talking about hoppers and like your eyes and stuff.
Oh, right, the consequences. So with being stressed and everything, I'd get stressed enough that I would look at them and go, what the heck am I doing? And I'll put them away and regret it. Except I went from purging at some point, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done wasting money, using them for a little bit of time and then dumping them down the sink. That's like $40, So I would just put them away somewhere and keep them there until I want to use them again.
Put them away.
And there you go.
Yeah. Do you think you've had any like long-term effects from using them so much?
Honestly, just my eyes are a little blurrier than they were before, but one of the good things about it is if you don't prolong them, you take long breaks between them.
Also, like, this is just a fundamental misunderstanding because what things that dump your dopamine and your serotonin, stimulants have this effect in high doses. This is mostly attributable to things like Molly and things like ecstasy. That will like totally fuck up your field of vision, but not in the sense that like you're going blind or whatever. It's just like hard to fucking see. It's just hard to see. That's all. It's just hard to see. It isn't like you're going blind and you're gonna like fucking die. That isn't what is gonna happen at all, actually. It just affects your eyesight. It makes it like hard to fucking see. That's all. How are you like this bad at talking about drugs and shit? Like to claim that you are a drug addict and then you also like don't even fundamentally understand drugs and what they do and why. That's kind of interesting.
Your eyes can revert back to what they were before. They have been getting better. Like things aren't yellow anymore. I can look at things with normal eyesight.
They made everything look yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It distorts your because what's going on is it's dehydrating your eyes, I think. I think that's how it works.
No.
Right.
Incorrect.
It messes you up, man. You gotta be careful with that stuff. You know, if you're someone that into that, I'm not gonna judge, but like there's a line that I try not to cross.
There's a line.
It's fair enough. It's just like fascinating. I've never heard of anyone get kind of hooked on something like that. Just like, I mean, I've tried it myself when I was like 18, like once or twice. And like, it was kind of like, well, it lasts for a minute and then it just ends. So it's like, I don't know. I just stuck to like drinking and stuff.
Yeah, nope. I got a baby on the way, and the last thing I want them to know me as is, well, drug addict. Little story about me is my parents were drug addicts.
Yeah.
And alcoholics. And so the last thing I want is for my child to have to deal with that. So
yeah,
better take it now before it kicks me in the ass later.
Yeah, I get you. Like your parents like doing that kind of stuff. Was that like predating when they had you, or do you not really know so much?
No, so they were a thing. And then my mom decided it would be a bright idea. Oh, let's get me pregnant. And I got pregnant. My dad was in my life apparently for the first year, maybe of my birth. But then at some point decided, yeah, I'm doing drugs. I don't want to be around my kid. I don't want my kid to be part of this world. So he just kind of disappeared, leaving my mom to take care of me by herself. And then at some point, mom lost custody of me as well. I actually found out, I want to say, back in July-ish, roughly. Well, this was back when I had the red car, so that would have been February, March, maybe April-ish, from my bio sister, that I was conceived as a tool. Yeah, really created to be used. So my mom lost custody of my biological brother and sister, half siblings. And so she thought it would be a great idea to get pregnant on purpose to have me to prove to the courts that she can take care of a child. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
That's super fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, I know you mentioned like you were like fostered and stuff. What was school like for you?
We're just addicted to the hose. I hate when that happens. We've got Nosebleed Funny, $5 for beer. You'll be getting a bill for my inpatient stay at rehab. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then MB Hughes, Malcolm, I have a palate cleanser for everyone. Thank you very much, guys. Double witness, everybody. Double witness, everybody. That's so cool. Everybody witness. Oh, hello. Love, love, love. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I just don't like the stolen valor of addiction. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hell. So I was public schooled up until age 9.5, and then my foster parents were like, okay, this kid has too many mental disabilities, too many behavioral issues. We're just going to pull them out, and we're going to homeschool him with everyone else. And so I was like, okay, great. I was a kid. I was 9.5 years old. I had a vocab up a 9-month-old, so I didn't have much say in anything. And so they started homeschooling me. And from a schooling perspective, it was really good for me. It gave me a chance to actually focus on learning. I wasn't getting bullied by the other kids. I was in a controlled environment, so I had flexibility, not structure, point. And so it was great until high school. And so that's usually when my foster parents allow us kids to go back into public school, it's high school, because we were caught up. But unfortunately, if you know anything about homeschoolers, we're socially awkward. We don't know all the nuances and the little things that people are, like quirks. And like, I didn't even know what a trans person was until I was 18. I didn't even know what a sissy was until age 18. Like, wow. I was innocent at age 18. Like, I'm behind.
I want to ask, I know this is like very personal enough, but like, were you like ever diagnosed with anything?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with
the obvious stuff? Anxiety, depression, the not so common stuff, PTSD. DID, dissociative identity disorder. Definitely have auditory problems.
Did content. Let's go. Dude, maybe we should have played Lolcow Bingo, because we would certainly have a bingo by now, guys. We would certainly have a bingo by now, would we not? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's go.
Processing disorder. It sucks, because it means it's hard for me to learn things. Like, I have to have a one-on-one teacher whenever I learn anything, and it has to be taught a certain way, or my brain doesn't latch on. Hence why this laptop didn't work out very well. Let's see. I'm not diagnosed with it, but I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, which explains a lot. And that's about it.
That's fair enough.
Oh, that's
the other thing I wondered, like, do you tend to get much in the way of like disability benefits where you live? Is that an option for you?
So, when I had turned 18, I tried to do it on my own for a while with the whole job situation. And at one point, I got so desperate that I tried to go that route. Because I know I have disabilities, but when they would do the tests, they would say that I have what they call borderline disabilities, which sucks, which means I have disabilities, they're clearly there, but they're borderline, meaning I can still function as a human being, which isn't entirely true, because if that was true, I would be successful by now, right?
No. Functionality doesn't equal success. Like, just because you are neurotypical or not disabled doesn't mean that you automatically are successful in life. You still have to work, believe it or not, and success is not a metric of that. You're functional enough to get a job and work. You just are a big crybaby about it. You're a NEET. Get a job. Get a job. Leave her alone. Get a job.
With holding a job and all these things. So it's definitely a route that I've considered it in the past, and I've tried to. I have thought about revisiting it again. This time, actually have someone diagnose me better, not just the state.
Oh, and then we're going to diagnose shop as well. Wow. Holy Trinity, guys. Holy Trinity.
Diagnoses, but actually go to someone. I do still have access to like my past files with my psychologist, which if I find someone to help me, I can have them for the information from that time frame.
I gotcha. That's fair enough. I mean, listen, I hope it works out. What about, like, you said you had DID? Did that kind of manifest? Did that kind of manifest the way you see on TikTok, where you have like multiple personalities? Was it something else?
When I was younger, with all the trauma that was going on with me, I definitely distinctly had 3 separate personalities. There was this version that you see that's calm, collected. There was this angry version. People would often describe as they would come in.
You won't like me when I'm angry, kitten. Like, this is just fucking awesome. This is like the Gypsy Rose Blanchard shit, right? Where it's like, and then this is my slutty altar, and I'm gonna put on my wig for daddy. You won't like it when Diablo comes out. Kamehamehas! Yeah, let's go.
The room and they would feel cold. That's the type of person I was when I was younger. And then there's this third one that is like this scared little child.
Wow.
They didn't have names or specific, but I often would put faces to them. Like I would call this personality the Darth Vader personality. I've always
That's my favorite altar is scared child. That's my altar is scared child.
been attached to fictional characters, which you'll see throughout my YouTube channel. Like Batman, the Doctor, and the Opera, like all these fictional characters. Green Goblin, very relatable. Very, very relatable at one point. Does that answer your question?
I think so, yeah. So, like, you were diagnosed then with DID specifically?
Yes, I was diagnosed with DID.
Because one thing I'd kind of wonder is, like, are we not maybe just showing kind of extreme, like, mood swings, potentially, rather than different personalities?
The personalities would often come up. One of the things that my therapist did with me that proved I had this was light therapy. What that is. So you follow light, and at some point, he's able to talk to the other personalities. Hey, can I talk to this personality?
Oh, God. I made a really big mistake, guys. I made a really big fucking mistake. Holy shit! I gotta show you guys this. Oh, my God. I accidentally opened... I was, like, just flicking through this person's link tree. Because I was like, I wonder if this person has, like, a Twitter or something. Oh, my God. I found something so much worse. Hang on. I have to open this in incognito mode. I don't want to get put on a fucking watch list for this. Holy fuck. This is crazy, dude. This is crazy. This is your Facebook profile. This is your Facebook profile, bro. This is what this bitch's fucking shit links to. Oh my God. Oh no, I have to be logged in to see this. Oh, I'm scared. Hang on, how am I gonna do this? I guess I'll just save the photos, I guess. Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. I don't know if I can show this on stream. We might need like a modesty gnome, guys. Hang on, let me turn this back on. I need a modesty PNG. Give me a modesty PNG here. What do we got? No. There we go. Ball pit Lio will do nicely. Okay, hang on. Let me... he needs to... much bigger. Hello? He needs to be much... We need our modesty Lio convoy, guys. Hang on. Modesty Lio convoy? Okay. Hang on. Everybody hold on to your horses here. I'm getting... Oh, boy. Okay. Wow. Hang on. Let me just rack them up. Let me just... drag these images to the desktop so everybody can be upset with me. We kind of get it though. Oh, and then we get like a little sneak peek into the Discord server as well, guys. Wow. Yes, hang on. Let me get these. 1 second. Hang on. I wonder how many people are in this Discord server. Did I join the Discord, you guys? I think I should join the Discord, don't you? No, you're right. That's bad. I shouldn't do that. You're right. I shouldn't do that. That's bad. Well, if I'm just in there minding my business... Oh. Well, this bitch has the flattest ass I've ever seen. This bitch's ass is flatter than Ariel Scarcella's, if you can believe it. Like, you could land a plane. It's like a landing strip. This bitch's ass is so fucking flat. How sad? Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay, so image number 1. And we have our modesty. Let me double check. We do have modesty Lio convoy up. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's just carefully across the bottom here. This is for you guys. Carefully across the bottom. We need our modesty Lio convoy to help us get through this. Okay. Awesome. We hate that. Okay. What else do we have in here, guys? Let's see. We also have our Amazon wish list. I didn't look on the Amazon wish list, you guys. But so we have a cow bikini, two cow lingeries, and then a cow collar. Guys, lol cow, we've gone full circle. Let's go. That's awesome. Okay, what else do we have in here, guys? We also have a ball gag and some latex shit. Oh no, excuse me. It's a latex head with a pocket pussy on the mouth. Okay, cool. My bad. That was my mistake. I totally misunderstood. And then we have puppy shit as well. Okay, hate that first. And then we also have, again, some more latex. We really like the latex, which is super cool. So let's check out the Discord, guys. So we have the trans Firebat server. Hello, Violet Rose. Focus on positivity and respect, meaningful community during live streams and uploaded content. And we already saw this. We already saw this one. So, and then we need this one here. This is I wonder I bet these voice chats are fucking popping, bro. We have the songwriting channel, we have the Democrat hangout, the Republican hangout, and the centralist hangout. Okay, cool, awesome. Tag yourself. I'm the centralist hangout, whatever the fuck that means. And then we have welcome to the family, Christian safe space, birthday celebrations, transgender safe space. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love to see it. And then we just have our rules and shit. Okay, cool, awesome. Sorry for assaulting everybody with those images, but I needed somebody else to see what I saw. I needed that to happen. So let me put my Lio back. Yeah, let's put him back, and then he can go away. He can go away. You can go back to where you were, sir. As you were. As you were. Okay, holy fuck. Now that I have been tased, cool, let's go.
And you would talk to that personality, that angry, vengeful version of me, or the child that was terrified after being abused. One of the things that I knew I had this for sure was the very first time I got drunk. Sarah Faye was there, literally watches it happen. I, for some reason, while I was drunk, I said, "Where's Mom?" She's been dead for years. Like it was like crazy. My brain reverted back to that version of me, and I haven't had that experience since.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you still consider you have like other personalities, or is it just kind of one person nowadays?
It's one at this point. 10 years of therapy will do that to you. Sitting down and my doctor would say that my brain was like a rat's nest, and she would go like this. This is the rat's nest. And by the time we got through the 10 years of therapy, she said it's more like this now, very small.
Yeah. And when about did that kind of occur? When it kind of seemed to consolidate into like one?
Probably near the end of high school. If I'm going to be real.
You're still like a teenager.
Yeah, more or less. Hitting the puberty didn't help me at all. Actually made things way worse for me. And like a lot of the medications I was taking does not justify my mistakes, just so we're unclear. I know some idiot on the internet is going to say that at some point. I made a lot of mistakes, partially due to the medications they had me on. Basically traded one problem for another, which is why I have to be very paranoid about what medications I take and what dosages, because it caused me a lot of issues in high school.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wanted to ask as well, like, when you see, like, DID sort of on TikTok, what do you tend to think of the way it's, like, portrayed? Do you think it's, like, accurate to real life, or do you think people are just kind of putting it on for, like, attention?
It's a kind of a case-by-case basis, so there's some people that put stuff on there, and it's fake. They're just trying to get attention. It's loud and clear on the artwork.
Everybody else is fake except for me. Profound. I've never heard something like this before. That's crazy. I've never heard something like this before. Guys, really quick. You're gonna hate me. It's piss time. I'm gonna put on your key jangling, guys. And I'll be right back, and then we can continue, because I don't know about you guys. I'm having fun. This is kind of gas. And we have so much shit to get through, you guys. There's a never-ending well of content, okay? Everybody behave. I'm gonna jangle your little keys. I'll be right back. Everybody behave.
When you had your way with that girl, you gave me to Lucifer!
She wagered her soul that you would be faithful. Her faith in you was very touching, so I thought, just the girl for me. I owe this all to you, my friend. Now, let my power flow through your soul. Give in to our union, and together we will regain paradise.
Don't do it.
The faithful has lost her faith. The incorruptible has become corrupted. The true innocent has given way to the sins of man, like all the rest before. Who now can deny me my rights?
We moved toward the city, secure in our holy cause, and beheld such a fortress. And on every hand I saw a great plain of woe and cruel torment. Bitter tombs were scattered with flame, made to glow all over, hotter than iron need be for any craft. And such dire laments issued forth, as come only from those who are truly wretched, suffering, and forever lost.
And I'm back. You didn't even know I was gone. Alright. Make sure you guys are liking the video, okay? We still have some freeloaders up here. Ooh, yep. There's still about 20 of you guys, 20 or 30 of you guys that are freeloading. Make sure that you like the video. Otherwise, I will cry. Thanks so much. You can also check out the merch. Woo! And you can also check out the Discord. Good night, Windows XP Frog. Sleep well. Alright. Let's continue to suffer, guys. Let's continue.
What they use or how they make the video. But then there's other people, like, they're very honest. You can see it in their face while they're talking about it, because there's this dread that comes when you talk about it. I'm not proud of it. It's a part of me. It's a thing that I'm not proud to just say on the internet. Go, oh look, I'm DID. I can talk about it, because I worked through that trauma and I've worked through those separate things, and now it's more consolidated. But it's still there, like a lingering phantom in the back of my head that I have to deal with once in a while.
Yeah,
The biggest issue I deal with is dissociative. That's the biggest issue I deal with, especially when I'm stressed or I'm stimulated. You actually will see this actually happen in one of Femyoz videos of me, where we're talking and I start dissociating at some point,
Wow,
not making
crazy.
sense at all.
I can't remember. Was that the like weird debate that you had when you were beefing? Because I did watch that at the time. I was really disappointed you took it down because I was like, I don't know if I should show this on like stream or something.
No, I took them down, one, because I wasn't proud of how I handled that situation. I was very ashamed of how I handled that. I'm very new to this whole drama thing on YouTube, so I didn't know what I should do and not do, and like I didn't know what was okay or not okay, and like also have misconceptions of what's appropriate, not appropriate. Like I don't know. I got angry that Femyoz, how dare she use my FetLife, and then I realized, oh wait, who gives a fuck?
Oh no, I don't
So
want
it's
to go
kinda-
live
it was,
in
it was
Discord.
definitely
Fuck.
an up and down wave.
Yeah, was it kind of, it's better to have no
I don't wanna
shame
do that.
around like fat life and stuff? Was that how you kind of thought of it?
Yeah, at some point
shame.
I definitely have a lot of shame with it, but it's I don't know. It's if you know anything about FetLife protects people on there. It's supposed to be a place to feel safe, express yourself, and that's my safe place, to be the most deranged, feminized version of myself. And like when someone takes that and posts it on there without my consent, or at least talk to me about it, yeah, for me, I felt very disrespected. I felt that this wasn't a direct attack to my personality, and I was afraid that my viewers were going to be like, oh no, Violet shows her, finally we see the truth about Violet, and then they would leave. But in fact, it didn't happen. So that's kind of why I'm a lot more comfortable with it, because I realized, oh wait, my fans actually care about me as a person, not just as another channel. So that's why I haven't been nearly as stressed about it.
Yeah. Does your wife sort of mind you talking about things like fat life and like fetish and stuff on the internet?
No. In the beginning of our relationship, she did, but after she kind of got to see how that helps me with things and expression. The thing is, I'm a married trans woman, and there's things I would love to get into that's on FetLife. There's a lot of things I want to try, but I can't.
Wow, there's a
because
lot of
I'm
things that
married.
I want to try.
And so, like, for
guys.
me, it's kind of like look but don't touch, I guess, for me, and also it's a
Ah,
place for me to
mhm.
vent my thoughts and my feelings and my ideas and my eroticas, AI-generated stuff that I work on a little bit and then edit.
Ooh, I love working on AI generated stuff. That's my favorite, guys. I love that. I'm a big fan of spending my hard-earned time diligently, just absolutely diligently making shitty AI edits. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. That's so cool. That is so cool. I'm a big fan.
To my liking, and then like it's a place for me to basically express how I see myself in a lot of ways. So
Is it the kind of
Yeah.
thing, do you think you'd change the way you talk about it or kind of pull back from it, like when you have a kid?
Oh no.
we don't
Heather
really talk about
died.
it in general, me and my wife. It's one of those things that it's kind of like it's my thing, so she just kind of lets me be in that area. So I don't
She
really
got so
share
much
with her
good
with it.
shit,
But once in
too.
a while, she like
Fuck.
will be sitting on the couch. She looks over and sees I'm looking at stuff or typing something. She goes, "Interesting." So she'll like join me briefly, but it's one of those things that like I definitely don't want that around my kid. So I will be locking that stuff down. When they get old enough where they have access to technology, pretty sure I'll be at a point with YouTube that it's going to be harder for them to locate that type of stuff at that point.
I feel like if you're gonna... I just feel like we're lacking foresight. I feel like this individual has a really hard time with foresight. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because, like... I feel like if you are someone who wants to, you know, do sex work, I think that you should definitely consider how that's not only going to affect your life, but affect the life of people around you. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's something that is important to consider. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is important to consider, personally. And the fact that we're, like, getting ready to have a baby, and it's like, I guess I've never thought about what it would be like if my kid found, like, my fucking OnlyFans. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So it's something you'd probably talk about less, I guess, once your kid's born or something. That makes sense.
I mean, I can talk about it on here all I want, and when they're old enough, you know, to understand and all that, I can like have those conversations if they ever find out and go, oh, what's that life? And I can talk to them about it. But honestly, I would, I'm trying to avoid that if I can, because the last thing I want is some idiot on the internet going, child abuse. I'm like,
Why the fuck would people say that?
okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
don't be
I
a
think that's
hooer.
very much a reason to make sure, like, especially when you move, not to go where you live, because you might get CPS calls and stuff like that.
True.
Do you not? I don't know, man. I feel like having a conversation with my parents about like fetishes would be like my idea of hell.
Yeah, agree.
I
Agree.
don't want to know what they're into. And I don't want
Agree.
them to know what I'm into.
Yeah.
You know what they say? What stays in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. You know? And FetLife,
Well, then leave it in the fucking bedroom. Why are you posting it online? If you're like of the opinion, it's like, oh well, you know what happens in Rome stays in Rome. Okay, in that instance, then don't post about it on the internet? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Exclamation point? Question mark?
well, how we're going to have our household is going to be set up that they shouldn't even have that type of technology or access to it. This is the more Republican side coming out. So my wife and I have agreed that they will not have access to tablets, phones, that kind of stuff until they're older. They'll have access to computers, I think, to a point. We'll have it set up so that they can't have access to the Wi-Fi and all that stuff unless we're there when they're on it. One thing I really, really want to stress, not just for my viewers, but your viewers, protecting my kid from this is top priority. Like, this is part of who I am, and I have to learn to work with it. And so I either deny it and it bubbles up and explodes later on in life, or I learn to work with it. So like protecting my kids from it by limiting what access they have to it is going to be paramount. They will have access like to the PS5 and like gaming and watching movies and all that, but we're going to try to encourage the kids to read books, go out, do what kids do, and go hang out with other kids and play baseball and stuff. That's kind of our mentality at the moment.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, again, like personally, I'd be terrified if I was doing like, say, videos wearing like lingerie or whatever, and like my kid found it one day. I don't have any kids, but if they did, again, I don't know how I'd begin to explain something like that.
You guys talk to each other?
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thought. The other thing I do, like with my social media, like yes, people have access to it for my link tree, but there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't have access to that I've kept hidden on purpose. Unfortunately, I had to learn from Femyoz not to have my life linked to it. I thought it'd be okay because I'm trying to, make money. I'm trying to, find better ways to expand myself a little bit. People get to know who I really am. That's kind of what I want. People know me for who I am. But unfortunately, that was a negative side effect. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking it off, and now it's back to, that's off the table. So people ask about it. Of course, I'm going to tell them. But like, I don't advertise.
Or you could just
anymore.
not.
Yeah. Do you think maybe before it was kind of, well, I want people to understand like every part of me, whereas now it's like maybe there's certain parts of me I should express online and certain parts I shouldn't.
Yep, that's how it went. That's how I've always been. I'm a bit of a loose cannon when it comes to social stuff. So like for me, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Yeah. But then, once it was exposed to me the way it was, I kind of was like, okay, maybe some things I need to lock on. I've always been terrible at moderating myself. That's why I have moderators, because now they help me with that stuff. They go, maybe you shouldn't have this on your social media. And I go, okay, and I delete it.
Do you get told that often?
No, not really. It's usually when I get not curious, what's the word? Adventurous, and I'm like, oh, let's post this on the internet. Let's see what happens when I post this on the internet. And then when I get the reactions,
I feel like that's a terrible way to live. Let's just post this and see what happens. I feel like that's probably a bad way to conduct these things, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, I learned something from Femyoz. I've also learned something from also Ashley, that the negative context I get on social media will bring people to me like a magnet. So once in a while, I do use it as a ploy where I post a picture of myself that might be a little questionable. A little bit questionable. There's no body part showing, of course, but it's like me like in my teddies and like me trying to look all cute or sexy, whatever, and then I take them down like a couple hours later. It works. It works. It gets people to look into my content a little bit. And they go, what was that? A little blimp.
Yeah, I mean, people save stuff though, right?
Yeah, they do. I've had a couple people come in my chat and like, this is abuse. You need to get rid of it. I'm going to report you. And actually, one of these people went and got me to lose my job at the hospital. Was one of these people that saw that.
Dude, how can you like get your shit clapped on more than one occasion? Like, you literally lost your fucking job because of internet shenanigans. And we're still going. That's crazy. Crazy. I think my vault is fucked, you guys. I'm sad that my bitch died. Let's do it.
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna expose you. And it didn't go as well as they hoped. It got me fired. Well, I got fired not for that reason. I got fired because they found a video of me live streaming like this, just a normal live stream with the logo of the company on the shirt. Yeah, that's why they fired me. They didn't fire me for my content. They don't give a crap about what I posted, which was comforting to hear that from their mouths. They cared more about me representing, oh my gosh, why is this? This is why I don't wear chokers very often. There you go.
There you go,
Like the
guys.
choker has a mind of its own, just twists around my neck. Makes me look like Darth Vader.
If she worked at a hospital, I'm gonna imagine that it was like being like a housekeeper or something. I don't think that we had the ability to do anything else. I would imagine it was like cooking at the hospital or like doing sanitation and shit like that. That's what I would imagine was happening. Or rather, I would pray that's what's happening. Let's be a little bit more clear with our language, I suppose. I would hope.
Yeah, I don't really wear stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, someone last night suggested with my live stream I did last night while being drunk, like, hey, you should wear a choker. I'm like, wait, I have one. And so I went and had my wife, she has to put it on because like I can't put it on myself. They're very difficult.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, what I'm getting, I guess, is like you're kind of aware you're gonna need to tone a lot of stuff down, especially when you have a kid.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Are you planning on like homeschooling them or kind of see what happens?
I would love to homeschool our kid. Unfortunately, my wife is against that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's fair. I mean, if we lived back where I'm from, back up north, yeah, we definitely would be homeschooling our kids because we have a great community. At least I have a great community up there that's huge, and I could raise my kid up there, honestly. But it is what it is.
Yeah, there'd be more people to like pawn it off on potentially.
Yeah, but I think at this point, I'm trying to refine what I do on here. So like one of the things I'm doing now is I'm doing more vlogs like this where people can hang out with me, talk to me, get to know me as Violet, but also work on more of my Minecraft projects. That seems to be my bread and butter of the channel. It's my Minecraft stuff.
Yeah. Do you worry that like Minecraft is quite a saturated market on YouTube?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty saturated, which is why I try to do unique designs. They're not like everyone else. I do raw footage. I don't enhance my videos. I don't add things to it. I don't add little gimmicks. I just make it as it is. And
no gimmicks, guys. It is what it is.
As it is in the film. I do a lot of just raw work, basically, on my YouTube channel. My fans like that.
Yeah, I get you. Like
simple.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like in terms of like, obviously you have an ambition with like YouTube and stuff. If it doesn't work out, do you have kind of other stuff in mind, or?
I did. Unfortunately, those avenues probably aren't the best avenues. OnlyFans, Fansly were going to be an option. Probably I have no freaking clue how to work those things by myself. So I'm like, you know what? No.
Do you still have those?
YouTube is enough as it is.
Do you still have those?
No, I deleted them after the incidents with Femyoz. I felt very ashamed.
Yeah. Like, what made you ashamed of like something like OnlyFans when you're quite open about like sexual stuff anyway?
It's one thing to be open and talking about it. It's a whole other thing to live it out. And one of the things I have tried to be very loud and clear with my channel is I want to be different. I want to be better. Yet, how am I going to be better if I'm living out the lifestyle that I'm literally trying to oppose? If that makes sense. And like, one of the biggest things in our community is people often go to OnlyFans or the stuff because, well, let's be honest, SEX sells. It works. It sells. People are into that type of world. And, there's a part of me that I wish I could make money doing that for a living. I would love to do that for a living. Unfortunately, the cost would be probably my marriage and my baby girl and other things.
This is another thing is like part of making like OnlyFans content and shit like that is it not important that, and I mean this with like love in my heart, is it not important that you're like somewhat conventionally attractive? Is that not important? I think that that's kind of important if we're going to be doing sex work. That's just my opinion.
Potentially. Yeah. And it's an avenue that I don't think would pan out as much as I would hope.
That's fair enough, because you talked about like trying to make it in the porn industry as well.
I looked into it. I can't figure it out. How do people get into that? Like, I go on the internet. The only place I've been able to kind of get an idea, let's see. Sexy Jobs, I think is what it's called. I was looking into that briefly. Because I'm like, ooh, I can make money away from my kid making porn for a living. And yeah, no, it didn't work out.
Okay, Destiny, Jesus Christ, we're gonna leave our kid to go and make porn. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. That's insane. That's insane, but alright.
Wait.
Wouldn't that again be something you'd be worried about your kid finding one day?
You would think so.
The only reason I'm ever concerned about it, have you ever seen Lucifer, the TV show?
No.
There's a scene where Lucy somehow finds out her mom used to be a porn actress at one point before she became a detective. And that interaction was very awkward. Finding out. So I'm like, I don't know how it would feel if my big girl one day goes, wait, my trans mommy is a porn actress? What? I'm ashamed.
Dude, I've been killed. Oh god. What the fuck?
It's not the vibes.
I'm not having a good time, guys.
I don't know. I have not a clue how to navigate that.
I don't know.
That way that's sane, so I'm kind of just backing off it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, the other thing I would say, I don't mean this to be harsh or anything, but like, do you worry that your appeal would be quite narrow?
That nobody wants to watch you fuck?
Expand on that a little bit.
As in, like, you making that kind of content probably wouldn't have the broadest appeal. It'd be very specific kinds of people that'd be interested in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The only thing I will say is that side of the industry has been expanding a lot, especially over the past couple of years. There was a time where transgender porn was very small and rare. Now it's one of those things that it's all over the place. It's a thing.
Yeah, but that's like not what you want, right? Like that's unideal, is that you have like an oversaturated market. That's like unideal. Where are you going, bro? Come down here and fuck. What are you doing?
What kind of trans people are normally doing it? Are they normally quite passing, or are they not so much?
Pretty passing, I would say. At least that's my opinion. Is they look pretty passing. Like Joyce by Choice.
No,
she's pretty passing at this point. Natalie Mars definitely passing at this point.
No, No,
Oh, no.
you stay there.
I'm not there yet. Clearly,
Cousin
and I'm not going to be there for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. It's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a balloon type of thing where it's going to start small and then eventually, I hope everything will get bigger at some point. But I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I can admit that.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess I probably felt
Well, and if anything, you wouldn't want to oversaturate the market, would you? Like, you would not want to be doing porn when there's so much already. Like, the market is horribly oversaturated, is it not? We don't need, there's not like a deficit of trans porn. Like, if you want to be successful in an industry like that, like, you should probably actually, I don't know, like, it's not niche enough, you know? It's not niche enough. I don't know. Whatever. What rooms do we not have in here? Either of you guys like it? Oh. These are babies.
similar, not about like porn or anything. I've never been interested in that, but like my transition, it's definitely felt like, you know, well, I'm starting small and I hope it all kind of, you know, I didn't know how much it happened, to be honest. Usually I think for most trans people,
not everyone can be also Ashley or Femyoz. Not everyone can pull it off. I'm probably not gonna be one of those people, but
yeah.
I've been proven wrong before. I mean, at one point before I even started transitioning, I was told by multiple people on the internet, "Oh yeah, your channel's never going to take off ever, period." And then, felt like magic. As soon as I started transitioning and logging it and actually being more vocal about it, suddenly my channel went started growing.
Yeah, I mean, if you end up getting an audience and it's more because like people find you humorous, maybe in certain ways, is that something you feel like you could handle?
I've been handling pretty good. I've introduced something new, alcohol. I drink alcohol on some of my live streams now.
Oh my god,
oh my gosh, dude,
that's crazy.
Like all the glove come off, and I'm like,
oh yeah, dude. I've added something new, you guys, to my live streams to make them way better. And it's just me getting fucked up on stream, which is awesome. Big fan of this.
Bring it on, haters, bring it on. Let's have some fun with this. And like, I'll either play with them a little bit, or I like make fun of them at one point, or like I take it and spin it off to like something funny. One of the things I've been doing lately with a lot of trolls on the internet is when they go, "It's a him," and when I read out loud, I go, "It's a her," and I continue reading.
Wow,
the
fucking
own,
dude.
and it
Fucking own, dude. Wow, I just totally mogged all of the trolls, guys. When they say you're a woman, I say, "No, you," and I just like, dude, I get them so good. I get them so good, guys. You have no idea. You have no idea. I get them so good, bro. So good. Okay.
Really nuts when I do that to them, and then they disappear because they realize they can't mess with me. So it's definitely a confidence booster. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have to give Femyoz the credit. If they hadn't did what they did, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now with my confidence. And having those things exposed put me in a place where I either A, rise to the occasion or fall apart. And thankfully to my wife and my fans, I pulled myself together, and now, like a virus, I'm back.
Do you think you're ready
thing,
to be a father, or do you think you got a lot of work to do yet?
If you had asked me that question 2 years ago, I probably would have looked you in the face and said, yeah, no, there's no way. No way. Now I feel a lot more confident in my ability to be a dad at this point. I mean, I'm doing all the steps I can take to be a provider, and I'm clearly doing well taking care of a cat. You know, they say if you can't take care of a cat, you have no right to take care of a life form, a child. Sorry.
I think that perhaps, and maybe this is just me, I think that perhaps people and children are just a little bit different. Just like a little bit, guys. Just a little bit.
Life form. Sorry, the verbiage I use sometimes is very awkward. But like, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm doing everything I need to do, everything I'm supposed to do as a partner to my wife. I'm doing those things. I'm just struggling with certain areas because of the issues that I struggle with. And so those things, yes, to answer your question, yes.
Yeah. And what kind of things have you been doing to like prepare for parenthood?
That's a good question. So my wife and I went through a system called Pregnancy Options. And basically it's a Christian-led organization that gives us access to this list called Bright Course Lessons. Looks like this.
Wow.
And it has all these different things from young to before they're born to dealing with trauma, dealing with all these weird stuff. And we've gone through a good chunk of these already. We basically, when you see me Minecrafting and it's silent, 9 out of 10 times, it's when I'm listening to these with my wife. And then we have discussions. Unfortunately, we're taking our time with the trauma side of things because my wife has a nasty habit when her trauma's been triggered to lash out at me, which happens every so often. Which,
that's awesome.
If you watch my live streams, once in a while you'll see little hints of that come out, which sucks.
Yeah. What kind of things happen?
Yelling, definitely yelling. I know a couple days ago on my YouTube channel, I had a live stream that was less than a minute long, and someone saw it right before I ended it. I had the live stream, I had it set up, everything was going well between me and my wife. We're about to head out to the mall to go have our date and all that. And truth be told, it's a little fuzzy now, but like we had a situation where she knows where the mall is. I know where the mall is. And what happened was I looked at her and I was like, are you serious? You know where the mall is? You just park anywhere. She's like, but I have to have the exact location of a certain store in the mall. I'm like, just go to the mall, park somewhere, we'll walk. And she has this. We have a couple issues that we are working out. One, we interrupt each other. That is a common thing you'll hear in every video we're ever in.
Wow,
It's
okay,
a
that's crazy.
big problem.
All right.
It's a lack of respect for each other, and we're working on it. The other issue is we both want.
I just want you guys. This is you giving me, or this is me giving you guys explicit consent. If I ever describe my relationship and an issue within my relationship as a quote unquote lack of respect, I want you guys to punch me in the face until I'm dead. That's crazy.
Want to be right. That's also a big problem. So when that starts to rear its ugly head, my wife will usually start flipping out on me and yelling and screaming, and then usually I'm trying to hold in the yelling, and at one point it came out really loudly in the stream. So it sucked.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. So it's like
So we're screaming at each other on stream. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, that's insane.
and stuff. It's nothing like violent or anything.
No physical violence, none
I'm
whatsoever.
glad to hear that.
Now, if this was the beginning of a relationship, that's a whole other matter. We won't get into that though. That's a touchy topic.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Jesus. You had a lot of relationships before your wife.
Before my wife, no, not really. I had a lot of girlfriends in high school, and then after high school, I just kind of became a lacuse, kind of dated here and there, and then stopped dating for many years. I had fell in love with a girl at age 18, loved her to death, still love her to death to this day. She is probably the most important human that was ever in my life. She was there in the beginning when I started to explore this side of me. And she was there when my foster parents were being abusive with me, and she was there when my foster mom died. She was there when I was going through hell. And so she's been a significant person in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Still is to this day. And so
okay, that's crazy.
after that relationship, I just kind of dating didn't go well for me for many years. And then I met my wife. And then we started dating, and that's a whole story in itself. And here we are.
But your wife is not as significant as your ex?
That's not what I meant by that. My wife is 100% significant. I married her. We're having a baby.
Like more so, yeah.
My wife is more so, period. I married her.
No, I wasn't sure. That's why I asked.
It's one of those things like, how to explain this? This girl I dated, you know what? I don't think, you know what? I've already talked about it on my channel. I think I can talk about it here. So there was a girl that I was in a relationship with. Her name was Sarah Faye. And that same person, you see her in my chats. She comes over to visit me once in a while. We go hang out, you know. Usually she hangs out with me and my wife when we go to the mall or hang around town. But our relationship is really weird. So we dated, and when we dated, we were very platonic. I've always been pretty platonic in our relationships. And when we dated, it led to eventually us going, you know what? Let's not date. Let's just be friends. So we ended up being friends. And it's a very rare thing for that to happen. And now we've been best friends ever since. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
A lot of people have come to me, including in around chat, it looks like. I'm watching the chat.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
I'm not that worried. They're like, well, what does your wife think about you and Sarah Faye being best friends and all that and close after all those years? And after, my wife got to know Sarah Faye and her personality, and she goes, oh, okay, she's safe. She doesn't look at her anymore as like a threat for the relationship or get jealous anymore. Now she understands that it's one of those things. Sarah Faye had made, and I made a promise that if our relationship didn't work out, we would always be friends. And we've kept up with that. She was even at my wedding. She helped sign our wedding certificate as a witness, and that's kind of how important Sarah Faye is to me.
Wow,
that's
very
fair.
I can't imagine having a life.
Dude, imagine having your ex bitch at your wedding. Imagine having your ex bitch at your wedding. That's insane. Is it not? That's insane. Is it not? That's fucking crazy, bro. Your ex bitch at the wedding. That's nuts.
With my wife, I can't imagine not having a life with Sarah Faye in it. Just the thought of it just crushed me, because there was a time in our life in between our friendship and the breakup where we really didn't talk to each other for about 2 to 3 years. And so during that time, I still remember the aching and the pain of having her not there. She was someone I could talk to and tell her my woes and share my traumas. And
wow.
Sarah Faye has this unique, beautiful thing where she's great at listening. And that, for me, that's a big deal. I like when people listen. And you?
That's a big
That's
deal.
fair enough.
About that.
I can see why it sounds a certain way to people. I mean, obviously every relationship is different, and every friendship is different, you know. You can see why maybe it sounds odd to other people when you talk about your ex in a way that most people might talk about their wife.
Yep. It's complicated. It's very complicated, but I can share people I have no romantic ties to Sarah Faye in any way or form. Yeah, she's just a great person to go hang out with.
That's
Especially in Seattle. I had a lot of fun. We went to Seattle many months ago to go to the Titanic Museum. We had fun there. That was great. I enjoyed that.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Was it? Listen, you don't have to answer this if you don't want, but there was one other person that apparently you cheated on, was that the same person or someone else?
Unfortunately,
more
it was.
cheating. Oh wow.
You can put two and two together. You know, it's kind of obvious. During that point in my life, we were in a long distance relationship. I had no car, she had no car. We had to bus to each other from Lacey, Washington to Forks, Washington. And if you know anything about the bus systems,
Ha 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 ha. I seek you out. Beautiful.
it takes 4 to 5 hours potentially to get from point A to point B, and so we rarely got to see each other. So it's like I was in this long distance relationship with a woman who I loved, and I did clearly. She's still in my life, but my loyalty wasn't there. I often would describe to her before the cheating started that I felt like I was single. It really did feel that way. We would talk to each other, but it wouldn't be very often, and there were a lot of maturity stuff that happened during the relationship. And at one point, I became the classical look of what a sissy SLUT was, basically. And I did it.
Okay.
And I felt nothing but shame for many years because of it.
But like the sissy stuff was even like 10 years ago then.
Wow.
This has been an ongoing problem for a long time. Before I even knew what trend was, all this crap for me started after high school.
But like,
after I moved to Olympia and I started exploring with porn and all that, my whole world was opened up to that. And I've been part of it ever since.
is that kind of where your transition came from then? Was that the kind of sissy stuff and the porn stuff? Do you think that's probably what
Part of me wants to say yes, because there's a lot of crossovers with it. But there are two pieces of evidence that would be against it. One, at age 12, I was wanting to wear girls' clothes. I didn't know what sissy was. I didn't even know what porn was. Literally didn't have access to any technology. The most technology I had was an MS-DOS computer and a Windows, I think it was XP computer with the Wi-Fi. So that's how
that's
limited I
crazy.
was to technology. It didn't have a phone or smartphone until age 18. So 13, I'm exploring myself, realizing, I like wearing girls' one-piece swimsuits. I like wearing girls' clothing. And it wasn't even sexual. So that was the thing. That's the thing that kind of helped me kind of go, okay, maybe I am transgender. Maybe this is a lot more than just the porn stuff that I've been really into for over the years. And then about, I want to say 21, 22-ish, I found a piece of paper in my DSHS files. At age 7, apparently I had asked if I could transition from male to female. And I have no memory of this. There was a document from my files, like 7 binders this big.
This place.
I went through all those, trying to understand myself a little more.
Yeah, that was something you'd said when you were like 7, you said.
Yeah, about 7 is when I had asked. I have no memory of ever asking, but apparently I was wanting to change my gender at that time. And truth be told, my memory from age 4 through age 9 is very, very, very blurry because they had me on 3 adult psychiatric medications. I don't remember what the names were, but they were enough to.
Convenient. We don't remember what they are, but we were on so many meds, guys.
So my memory is really messed up from that time frame.
We were off the perk.
Listen, I keep saying I don't know what else, and then something else comes up. But I guess probably all about I have. It's been very good talking to you. If you wanted to ask anything, feel free, of course.
Honestly, I think it was great.
Awesome.
I'm not very good at asking questions very well, especially when I don't know someone very well. But you seem to be full of questions, and I love that. I love when people ask me questions.
I love any opportunity to talk about moi. Please ask more questions. Thanks.
I've gotten to the point where I've gotten pretty good at answering questions, especially since I do this all the time on my live streams, which I go do that in a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. Looking over, the Married Chew is my favorite mod. What? This is on my side of things.
Yes, I'm a mod in your chat, right?
Oh, you are, aren't you? Oh, I think
I got someone timed out.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I had to clear out some of my mods recently, unfortunately. Some of them were getting really out of hand. And then a couple of them got butthurt and disappeared. I'm hoping Amy wasn't one of them. Amy's been probably one of the biggest supporters other than Sarah Faye, Serenity Firepole, Venom. I love Venom. He's a great. And then Nightmite. Oh, I love Nightmite. Great kid. He wants me to go to his videos and do a Nightmite versus Firebat series on him. And I'm like, you get better content. Think about it.
Denied.
That's denied. I try to be very polite about it because I don't want him to feel like he's being rejected, because I know that's an issue with me, is I'm very blunt with what I'm thinking or feeling, sometimes too blunt.
I'm just too honest. That's my problem.
Maybe one day I'll do a live stream with Cyber. I think it's funny. Okay, be honest with me. What did you think of the video I did of Cyber?
Oh, when he was like screaming. Yeah, that was funny. Like, what's really annoying is when I didn't know who Cybersmith was, and I watched like a couple of like commentary videos, and that actually gave me a really bad impression of him, because it was just about him like saying weird stuff on the internet, and I'm like, okay, this guy just seems like a troll. But like I saw, and I think it was like Purple Parry gaming stream or something. He watched Cybersmith cooking, and it was like the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, shit, I kind of wish that I learned a bit more about him before we talked, because like I just didn't really care all that much, because I thought he was just like a troll.
I'm mostly doing it because the Femyoz, they want to do a collaboration, and I never understand that person. It's like 1 second, like I start to understand who Femyoz is, and then they change. Like a Rubik's Cube with them, like always trying to understand their brain and all that. And like, I think they're very fascinating as a trans woman. I think they're very, very fascinating, because they're coming from the femboy perspective. Like, I don't know. Like, what was your transitioning like what's your story? Like, I don't usually ask this.
I was
Tell
like,
me about
I was like gender
your
non-conforming since I was a
transition.
teenager.
Tell me
I got to
about
a
your
place where I was about
transgenderism.
24-ish. Like, I guess I moved away from everyone I knew, and I was kind of just on my own and unhappy for like quite a long time. And I guess I thought it would like help me in some way. It kind of gave me hope or whatever. And I think I learned that it probably wasn't all that necessary even. But at the time, I think a lot of people probably transition when they're in a really shitty part of their life. And that was certainly the case for me. But I don't regret transitioning. Like, I've always been compelled to feminize. I didn't have to dress this way and stuff, and I choose to. So. So like certain things have happened in my life. Like I mean, I met my partner. I wouldn't have met if I hadn't transitioned. So you know.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I think the biggest reason why I haven't transitioned is because I didn't feel safe. I mean, I'm living with a very Republican, old-fashioned Christian, you know, cisgendered woman who is my sister, and for me, like, I never really felt safe to transition. And then I moved out and tried again, and still didn't feel safe. And then, like, I meet this beautiful, beautiful cisgendered woman working at the same warehouse as her, and oh my gosh, I still remember the first time I met Serenity Firebolt. Holy crap. She's a tomboy. And I've always been attracted to two types of people, either trans women or tomboys. Those are my types. And if you're going from the more sexual side,
I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. Is that luck and perception? Who's my most perceptual lucky bitch? Who's my most perceptual lucky bitch? I think it's gonna be Jacob, guys. I think it's gonna be Jacob. I think that Jacob gets the suit.
things, I've always been addicted to. I'm not addicted. What the heck? I've been interested in African Americans or
wait, what? Hang on.
people, either trans women or tomboys. Those are my types. And if you're going from the more sexual side of things, I've always been addicted to. I'm not addicted. What the heck? I've been interested in African Americans or young white dudes. And so, like, I'm very picky about who.
Abroad, I love black guys and white guys. Okay. All right. That's it. Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm with. And, like, I think for me, what sold me for her was a couple things. One, we were friends first. That usually doesn't happen. Usually, someone finds interest in me, and then we end up dating. We skip the friend stage. That's always been a problem for me. But we started friends.
Wow.
And then I remember the first time her and I went to the mall for our very first date. This was about 5 months later, after starting as friends. I got to see her real Serenity Firebolt. We had picked out a Serenity deer from Harry Potter, so she named it Serenity. And seeing her face light up with joy and happiness as she got her deer, picking it out, putting it in the box, and build a bear and all that stuff. And, like, I actually turned my face and cried at one point because it was so beautiful. And that's for me,
it's
like,
so beautiful.
that's
Guys.
how I know if I love someone or not. Is there an emotional connection? Because connecting emotionally is really, really hard for me, especially if it's caused because of the trauma I've been through. It's like connecting to people has always been really, really hard.
Yeah, I can understand that. And that's your wife, to be clear, Serenity?
Yes. Serenity Firebolt is my wife.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Well, yeah, listen, I probably have to stop in a sec. It's getting on a bit, but it's been good talking to you. Obviously, drop me a message. I'm kind of always here, so and yeah, I'll keep checking your stuff out. I found your.
Okay, yeah. So that's crazy, is it not, guys? Is it not? Is that not insane? Oh, I just had to do that. Okay, sorry. Is that not insane? So what I wanted to do now, guys, what I wanted to do is I wanted to have some fun. Wait, why the fuck? Why? Oh, I have to put this on a guy? A girl can't wear this outfit? That seems sexist, does it not? That's kind of crazy. Whatever. Anyway, so what I wanted to do, you guys, is I wanted to take a little trip to this person's YouTube channel and just kind of see, like, what the fuck is going on. Like, what is the vibe here? I'm very confused about this person's content, their beliefs. I have more questions than answers, and I just kind of want to know what the fuck is going on, if I'm being completely honest. So let's jump over here. So let's see. Let's go through this together. So we've got our oldest videos here. These are like 2 years ago. I think that we should go by popular. Why I make and post it on vanilla platforms. Hashtag transgender. Hashtag sissy. Hashtag feminization. Okay, these are going to be gas. So this one's going to be good right here, okay? I do have, really quickly, hang on, because I need to get this one, because apparently we drop a big fat fucking N-bomb in one of these, and so obviously that we must then answer the question, are we racist? right? We must then ask the question, are we racist? Of course. So let me jump over to Parry's YouTube. Purple Parry Gaming. Okay, so there are... I'll put this back so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So we're going to jump back here. Oh, I have one more thing to do. Hang on. Gotta loop this. Perfect. Okay, we're jumping back to this. We're jumping back to this, okay? So we have here this one and this one. So where's the original one? It's this one, okay. So this one, I was told that this is just Parry watching Mary Chu's video and then talking over it the whole fucking time. So I don't care about that. But we are going to start with this one. And then we're going to come up and we're going to watch this one. Okay, so we're going to start here. We're going to start here. Let's start here.
Let's see, profile.
And then we're going to back all the way up, guys. We're going to back all the way up. And then we're going to do both of Parry's conversations. And then you tell me, what after Parry? Are we doing Femyoz content or general channel browse? Okay. Those are for you guys. You decide what we're doing. Okay, there's that. There's that. I have this here. I've got my fucking vault chilling, so let me make sure that this is up to task to where it needs to be. Okay, perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to move this over here and let it chill. I'm going to play this. We're going to put this on.
Oh, we got someone join.
We're going to put this on really quick. And then while you guys are enjoying this, I'm going to go piss really quick. You won't even know that I'm gone. So just enjoy this content. Just enjoy this content. There's not a lot of commentary that is needed for this. It just sets the stage. Yeah. This is what you would look like if you were black or Chinese. Very true. This is a strong message.
Joining in as a guest, the white-handed devil. Let's give them a chance to talk. I'm going to let you go. If there's a button for that. I don't think I... Oh, never mind. Oh, they're back. Hey there, white-handed devil. Hello? You're muted. You're muted. Your Discord's not working correctly. White-handed devil. The devil in the skies, and no wonder why. Devil in the skies. White-handed devil, did you want to say something?
What's up? It's me, White-handed devil.
Hey there.
Yeah, I just noticed that you were like, you're talking to this Parry guy. What's the deal with that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Why do you sound like Parry?
What?
That's just Maltese accent.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Maltese
this is
as well. Yeah, I watch Parry because
Oh.
I'm from Malta.
Okay. Sorry, you sound like him for a second. So my brain was like, "Is this?"
I get
really
it. I got it before. Once I called into his stream and people said that.
Oh my gosh. So what's up?
Just saying
Sorry.
they can't hear. Chat.
So, why are you so mean to Parry? What did he do to you?
Oh, that's a good question. So this is what happened. If you haven't watched part 1, part 2, I can't explain what's going on here. So this is what happened. So yesterday, on my own business, they sent me a message saying, "Hey, I would love to interview with you." And I was like, "Cool. What's your YouTube channel?" Because I was curious. I have gotten into the habit of venting people before I just fully decided to do live streams with them.
I'm
So
sorry
the
to
channel-
interrupt you, Firebat, but the chat is saying they can't hear the guest.
You can hear the guest.
Yeah, they can only hear you.
Only hear me. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me try this again. Okay. Try talking again. White-handed devil. Can you guys hear him
Hello?
now? I should be able to hear him now. So, continue my story. So what happened was I looked at his channel, saw he made a video about me before he invited me to be his guest, and I saw what he posted, and I didn't like it. And so I respectfully went to this person and said, "Hey, no thank you. I don't want to do a live stream with you. Thank you for your time." And then blocked them. I get up this morning, moving on from that situation, and see they're making a live stream about me. So I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. What they're making. And you know what? I didn't like what I was saying. I don't like when
was
people
there?
tell lies about me on the internet.
What did they
So
lie about?
I made 2 videos addressing it. What? Sorry.
Sorry, what did they lie about?
I also addressed that. So they're basically, what they're doing is they're taking things out of context, not telling people the whole truth of the things I've gone through, the job situation, FetLife. Like, they're not telling the whole story. And that's something that I get really, really upset about, is when people tell my story without actually knowing all the pieces. And so, like, I made 3 videos addressing said lies. And the first video I made, I basically addressed the situation, what's going on. Second video I made was about them literally trying to dox me on my FetLife, which that's not cool.
How did they dox
It's not
you?
cool to do that. But here's the thing. Yes, FetLife is public knowledge, but you can't see it unless you are actually on FetLife and have an account. So the fact that this person had to go out of their way to find me on FetLife, share something of mine on FetLife, FetLife is supposed to be a safe place for people to be themselves. That's what FetLife is about. And now, since now not 1, but now 2 people have violated that, if I ever find them, either of those 2, on FetLife, I will be reporting everyone and anyone that I find on FetLife who's been harassing using my content like that. That's not okay.
I think
like,
I saw
I can't do anything about it.
a bit of Parry's stream, and he said that the problem was you posted your, yourself like doing, like showing your nude body, at your workplace, and that would be like illegal and against the company policy, and that's why you got fired.
No, that's not what happened. So that job specifically, that was when I worked at CMAR. CMAR was a job that was going really well, and I was fired for not that reason. They actually sat me down, explained the situation, and I'll explain that. I'll explain why I got fired. So I was fired because, one, I wasn't doing my job correctly. Two, the person that was supposed to train me didn't train me, so I was literally stumbling in the dark trying to do my job without any training or knowledge or anything. And three, the person didn't communicate. And so what happened is, this has happened before with jobs where they're like, hey, you're not doing this and this and this and this and this and this right, therefore we have to let you go. I'm like, okay, why do you communicate this? And a lot of employers have this in their head where they're like, oh yeah, we hired you for this job, we expect you to be perfect, to know everything. And so that's what happened with that job.
But so they were okay with you posting nudes from work?
They have no clue that I did that. One,
But so
because
does that
I
make
don't
it
life.
okay?
Two, when I did those pictures, there was nothing in there that even remotely said where I was at.
Well, but people know
I'm
you
assuming
work.
they assume I was at a workplace.
And it said that you were at work on the description.
Did I?
Yeah,
Check.
you said, let me see.
I might have said something about it. By the way, I know this is you, Parry. Why are you pretending to be someone else? Get off my channel.
What do you mean? What do you mean? And White
I'm not
Devil?
stupid. I know this is you, Parry. Get off
Since
my channel.
when? Since when?
Is this? I don't
It's
think.
him.
No, I sound
Like
different.
Parry.
I sound different.
No.
Wait, can you?
This
Can
is
you,
very
can you say one,
racist.
Can you say
Wait,
1, 2, 3? Wait a second. Can you say 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Well, very.
Yeah, no, it's them. So here's the thing you don't know.
You're
about me, is I'm really good at
Anti-Maltese
detecting voices.
racist.
Literally, my wife all the time gets angry at me because when we watch movies, I can tell an actor's voice and tell her, hey, I recognize that actor.
It
And
says on your pet
rarely-
life that you were at work. It says you were at work. And it's under your name. So
Sorry, guys. I also had to feed my cat. He was yelling at me. He's not very kind.
people would know where you work. Oh, they left.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to do a live stream with someone like this. Fucking loser. I had to go use a fake account. Let's see. Profile. Look at the general. Wow, so pathetic loser had to use a fake. I couldn't tell, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really good at voice like detecting, and like that's why earlier while being a live stream, like I picked up on it like that. Like I know a fake person when they come on, and the fact that they were hesitant, like, yeah, no, like this guy's so pathetic that he has to use a fake account to try to talk to me.
I think the Parry gay op was fucking awesome. That was on par with Himpleton, like no shit. That was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome, dude. That was awesome. Why are you racist against Maltese people? You think that we all sound the same? Awesome. Okay, so let's jump to this one because we drop an N-word in this one, guys. We drop an N-word in this one, so let's catch this shit. Let's catch this shit.
Wish me luck, guys. Hopefully this will be another Femyoz situation where like we're having fun. Hey there.
Hey, what's up? Femyoz,
Not much.
Purple Parry Gaming. How's it going?
Not much. Just listening to some music, hanging out with my fans / new people. How about you?
Right.
Me and my fans.
I guess
Me and my fans are hanging out, but real fans, real Malcolm fans, the true Malcolm fans would obviously like the video and then send me money. Obviously.
I figured I'm glad. I guess.
Well, you guys forget that obviously the Lexity logic, and we have to draw from other notable examples, of course. The logic is that if you're trans, you actually unlock every slur. I know that you guys conveniently forgot that one, but I'm here to remind you that if you are trans, you unlock every slur. Just so you know. Just so you know. That is how that works, so write that down.
She finally agreed to talk with me, and I thought, I've been covering you recently. I saw your interview, and I thought I'd ask you some questions. Is that okay with you?
You know what? Sure, go for it.
Go for it.
Right. So why are you such a piece of shit to your wife?
Ooh! Ah!
Want to explain further what you mean by that? So
Okay,
just
chill.
jumping in.
What do I mean by that? Well, it seems to me like you demean your wife. You say that she's like not pulling weight, even though she's literally pregnant, and you haven't had a job. It's like
Correct,
the
she is
majority
pregnant,
of the
this
time that
is
she's been
true.
pregnant. You sit there and say that she's like abusing you, just make it up. But you call the police on her. You don't seem to, in
Wait,
any way
what?
whatsoever,
Wait.
respect her. You say that
I
she's,
never
like,
called the
abusive
police
towards
on my
you.
wife.
No, you did. You called the
I
police
never
on her.
won.
There was a time where your car, you were going to put the wrong kind of oil or diesel in your car, or whatever, and you decided to.
Would you like
just
me to
fucking-
explain? Would you like to
Yeah, go
explain,
ahead,
or going to talk like a
So,
retard and
go
not let
on,
me speak?
Go on.
Oh,
Go on.
whoa!
Here's how it
Whoa!
happened. I was Ubering.
Ableism.
I came back to the store to pick her up. I grabbed some oil. She came over, tried to tell me to go look in the manual. I told her no, because I already knew what oil was. But
Oh,
like
okay.
usual, she insists on her own way, which led to us fighting. I told her, hey,
Oh, wow.
you're on the clock.
Woman.
I'm going to go outside and take care of our car, because that's my job. I went out to my car to put the oil in. She
Woman.
comes out behind me, yelling and screaming at me to read a manual, when I already told her that I know what I'm doing. I literally studied our car. I literally Uber for a living. And if you know anything about Uber,
Studied
you
the
have to
car.
keep up on your oil.
Yeah.
So this is what happened.
Messed up the oil.
We're a
I'm
car
fine.
girly.
I get in
Got
the
it.
car.
Got it.
So I can leave her job to protect her and her job. Instead, she jumps in the back of our car, decides to prevent me from leaving. Okay? She did
Leave the
that.
car?
Someone comes out, sees us acting like this, says, hey, I'm going to call the cops. for me because my wife's acting like a crazy person. Okay, I had to open the door. She grabs me, leaves a giant freaking mark on my arm. The police
Oh,
come
wow.
and question us. You know what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
As they were putting her in handcuffs, I fell to my knees, looked at the officer, and said, "Please take me instead." And if my wife was here, she
Wow,
would be
that's
agreeing with me
brave.
that's what happened.
That's
I literally
brave.
begged
Is
them
your
to take
wife
me
there?
in the front. You dirty piece of shit. You need to watch
You
my full videos. So
dirty
watching what you want to see,
piece
and
of
then
shit.
come to my live
Believe
stream
your
accusing me of being
videos.
an asshole on my wife without knowing all the
Believe your
fucking
videos.
facts. You fucking
Your wife
piece of
did get
shit.
arrested.
Fuck my
You
live stream.
fucking
Loser.
piece of
Posted it to
shit.
the live stream, guys.
Wow, that's crazy.
They didn't answer it. They fucked up the oil. They never answered. I feel like I don't know. Could you like hear me well? I couldn't hear myself there, guys. Did they mess up the oil before?
God, I hate when people do that. They come to my live stream, they act like they know what's going on with me, and then they're rude as hell, and it's assume.
Rude as
God, they
heck,
don't know.
bro.
clarification. I asked for clarification.
Rude as heck, bro.
You're abusing you. What kind of oil? They messed up the oil before. According to the story I heard, they messed up the oil before.
You know, I thought I'd give this fucking loser a chance to hang
Wow.
out and
What a
have some
loser.
fun, but if he's going to join my live stream and fucking troll me like that,
I didn't-
Oh my
Well, I did.
god,
I'm
we're
glad I
crashing
watched
out,
shit.
bro.
You
We're
got-
crashing
that's
out,
special.
bro. This is awesome.
no, I don't abuse her. Thank you. Thank you.
This
I
is
I
don't
need
fucking
more
abuse
clarity on
If
this. Thank you,
anything, I
Kimberly,
defend her.
for the 5.
You know the medication she's taking
What
right now?
kinds
She's
of
taking
these?
them because
Taking
she's
medication?
a hormonal imbalance
yeah, we
where
can
she
see
cannot
it.
control her emotions.
She has,
Do you have any idea what it's
she's
like?
just leaking
Have
the
someone do
medication
to
that their
you?
wife
Wow,
takes.
that's crazy.
1 second she's happy as a
They're
clown.
pregnant. What do you mean? What do
In
you
my
mean they're
face, yelling,
pregnant?
screaming.
Of course they
telling me
are. They're
to my
pregnant.
face.
What do you
Do you have
mean?
any idea what that does to someone who has PTSD?
Do you have
herself?
any idea? Do you have any
Maybe because they
idea?
know. I guess they would from their initial family.
Oh
See,
my god.
the people like this loser, Purple Parry Gaming,
It's me, guys. It's me.
Bro, what the fuck? The posture of homebound Gunnar. Chill, bro, chill.
who don't care about people. All they care about is their fucking content.
I'm just trying to ask. clarify
Not
Not the
Talk shit about
content,
someone.
bro.
Ask them questions, not
I did. That's what I just did.
accuse them
I
of
just
being
did.
abusive and then leave it at that.
I did.
Damn.
Well, you kicked me off. You kicked me off. To be clear, you kicked me off. Let me try calling it again. Guys.
No. This is before she even got pregnant. So more context to what Purple Parry was going on there.
I mean, don't say
So,
more about my
I
wife's
had a
medical
job.
situation.
I had a
More
really good
context,
job. It was
guys.
literally 15 minutes away from my apartment. Love that job to death. In fact,
Love it
I
to
was
death.
planning to be there long term.
To
Because of
death,
the fact
guys.
it's so close that I can literally, if something was
Fresh
going on
to
with my wife or the baby, I could just come home.
Wow, that's
And
brave.
I was pissed. I was so pissed that when I got fired, I actually went outside and kicked
Oh.
a
Let me
Let me try
heavy
doing it again, guys.
God.
trash can. Yeah, I think that's what that was. It was a trash can. I was that
Kicking the
pissed.
heavy trash can.
And-
Wow, that's crazy.
I literally went home, jumped straight into job hunting. The moment I got home, put user in timeout. And I've been spending the past month and a half
Literally the
looking for work.
moment that we got home,
Prepare the
guys.
phones to
That's
get back.
crazy.
Okay, let's see what I have to say.
Crazy.
If you're not gonna ask me intelligent questions, don't even join my live stream. I have no time for your shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you understood, but I was asking what happened in that situation. So you're telling me that your wife did get arrested, but it was a third party. That
Yes, third party.
So who
That
are
was
you?
watching us,
third
literally her
party?
screaming at me while I'm being calm and collected, scared out of my shit in the car while my wife's acting like a fucking lunatic.
A fucking
this is- I don't
lunatic.
feel
That's
that
how
way.
you're gonna
I
talk
defend
about
her.
your queen?
I
Is it true in the
defend
past that
her.
you messed up the oil on
Wow,
your car?
that's crazy.
No, I didn't.
You never messed it up, so it was just out of
Nope.
because I heard that you messed it up before, and that's why she
Where did you
was
hear?
checking you.
Where did you hear?
Where'd you
Oh,
hear
my
that?
source told me.
Oh, who's your source?
Well, they deleted their account. I think it's like Schwesty or something.
Huh. So you're listening to people on the internet who you don't know personally tell you shit about me.
No,
And
I don't know
assuming-
you personally.
But you're making okay. This is the problem
Well-
with the content you make about me. Is you take half truths, share them, and you don't tell the whole story.
That's why I'm not
So
telling
if
the
you're
whole
gonna
story.
share my
You're
feelings,
not
tell my
telling the
story,
whole
or don't
story,
tell
I
it.
Parry.
appreciate you for clarifying, because I was under the impression that you called the police on your wife. It was a third party, and I was under the impression she messed up the oil. I don't see why there was something to fight over there. It does seem that you are blaming your wife for a lot of the problems in your life when you were the one causing them, though. I will say that.
No. Well, yes, I do blame her for a lot of stuff, especially our financial situations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
Because of
your
the fact that I
mattress.
pay all of her bills. I literally
Right,
just
so
have
for
a
a
phone
mattress-
bill.
Literally,
my
bro,
credit
I
You both
pay
use-
all
you
the
wouldn't say
fucking
mattress, though.
bills, bro. All of
bill. It was
them.
her money. I had a mattress. I told her, hey, let's use the mattress I have, which is the same size. Her justification was, nope, it's too hard on my 33-year-old back. She wanted to
She's
buy
pregnant,
a
though.
brand new
She is
bed.
pregnant, to be
because-
fair.
Okay, this was before she ever got pregnant.
Oh.
This was 2 years ago, bro. 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
When we
keep
first
up,
moved in together,
dumb
we're having a life
fuck.
together. She wanted to buy a freaking smart tech bed with and all that. And I had told her, no, we cannot afford it. Despite the fact that we had at the time $34,000 in the bank. I told her we should just save that money because we were preparing to get married.
24,000 in the bank?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
When I
money
say
in the bank,
we,
bro.
I mean her. It was her money she earned. in,
That's
say,
a lot of
40
money
years.
in the
I, on
bank,
the other hand,
bro.
did not have nearly as much in you. Not the point.
That's not the point, bitch.
We were trying
Isn't she
to
in
save
credit
money.
card debt, but she has 34,000 in the bank? How does that work?
Not anymore, you dipshit. That was 3 years ago.
Not
Comes
anymore,
with that.
dumb fuck.
I'll tell you where it went. She decided to pay for all of her wedding stuff because her father refused and my father refused to chip in and help with our marriage.
Why did
She wanted to have a decent wedding. She wanted a photographer. She wanted all these things. So she decided to put her money into all that, despite the fact that I had someone for free that could have done photography for us.
Okay, so sounds like get fucked, bozo. Like I don't know what else to say other than if you are living above your means, you're gonna forever be in debt. Like that's just the reality of the situation. You cannot live above your means like that. You just can't. If you have the ability to get married for like super fucking cheap and your wife is like, no, I want $1 million fucking wedding cake or whatever, that still falls on you, question mark? You still have the ability to be like, no, bro. We're in a fuck ton of debt. No.
A friend of mine that would have done it for free, and she doesn't listen. That's my point. She doesn't listen. No one listens to me. No one cares about my opinion.
Woman
And it frustrates the fuck out.
Did you tell her? What did she? So she said she put her foot down. She didn't let you decide the finances.
Well, yes, that's how it happened. It's her money, it's her choice, and we weren't married. And unfortunately, I do think what she did was wrong because it put us where we're at right now. That and the fact that she refused to look for work while I was working full-time and a half at the beginning of our marriage. Oh, didn't know about that, did you? Well, she was home.
You didn't know about that one, did you, dumb fuck? You weren't ready for
Not
that.
anymore. She's not working 30 hours anymore. She actually works.
Just lost her job.
Yeah, and guess what? Oh, that's right. I got her a job.
Right.
Wow, brave.
Why'd she lose her job?
Yeah, she lost her job because she had an important call from the Veterans Association that she had to take care of the baby. And she literally told her employers multiple times, hey, I got an important call coming. I need to take it. And they're like, okay. And they fired her anyway for that. At least that's what she told me. And I'm frustrated at that with them. It's just, I'm very frustrated.
It sounds like you're holding her accountable for losing the job. I mean, it seems unfortunate she lost, but for like a long time, you've been unemployed playing Minecraft all day.
I'm holding her
she's
employers
like 30 hours while pregnant.
I hold her employers responsible.
Well, that's good.
Don't ever come to my live stream and assume that I'm holding my wife responsible. I hold her responsible.
How dare you, sir?
You said she needs to pull out slack. She needs to pull her part of the deal. But you spent
that's when she had a job.
Sir. Okay. Sir, how dare you?
I've been working full-time and a half for basically the past year and a half until I lost my job back in November.
Right.
Cool. Just like everybody else.
Well,
yep.
She's working 30 or less hours before she even got pregnant. She told me, her words, not mine, she wanted to be the breadwinner in our relationship. She wanted to be the person to provide because she knows she can hold a job. She knows that she enjoys the work she does. She doesn't do much at home anyway, and she was more than happy to do that.
So it sounds like your wife is lazy.
I decided to let her do that because you know what?
What?
We in this relationship, we believe full-heartedly in being equals and playing into each other's strengths. My strength is I cook, I clean, I organize, I shop, I take care of our finances, I take care of the house. Her strength, she is a freaking hard worker, and you know what? We're cool with that. We love that. Unfortunately, reality is now since she's pregnant, the roles are now reversed. So I've been under a lot of fucking stress. A lot of fucking stress.
A lot of fucking stress,
hundreds
Parry.
of Indeed.com applications trying to get a job. I had 3 interviews. Okay, 3 interviews. 3 people.
Three, Parry. 3.
Didn't you quit your job on day 3? You said you quit your job because you typed WT instead of wait. So it doesn't seem like you're really respecting your job. It's like you're throwing them away as soon as you can.
Okay, one job I threw away, and that was working at a warehouse, being a data collector. I thought it would be a good job. I went to go do it. I literally was not learning my job. So I'd rather respect the company.
You gave up on day 3.
No, I didn't. You fucking
respect
loser.
the company more than your own finances?
Yeah, because one, I want to be there long term, you fucking loser.
Well,
I want to be there long term. So I'd rather go to my company and say, hey, I can't do this job. Literally. I'm literally not tech savvy when it comes to computers and putting in data and all that stuff, okay?
Well, you could.
So
why the fuck would you get a job as like a data analyst if you can't use a computer? It seems the other thing too is it seems like we can actually use a computer just fine. Question mark. That's kind of what it seems to me. Like we don't really have a problem streaming. Like that computer stuff is okay. That computer stuff is okay, right? Like that's fine. That's fine, I guess. But this is just like weaponized incompetence to the nth degree. And again, I mean it wholeheartedly. If I'm ever like, my wife is ever pregnant, and I'm like, sorry, babe, you got to get a job so I can make YouTube videos all day. I want everybody to come and jump me. I want everybody to come and jump me. I want my wife to get a divorce. If she's pregnant and I'm just like, sorry, sweaty, it's time for you to get a fucking job so I can play Xbox all day and play Fallout Shelter and just like do whatever the fuck I want whenever I want. Bills aren't going to pay themselves, bitch. I want my wife to divorce me, and I want you guys to beat me with sticks. That's what I want. I don't want the privilege, nay, the honor to be with my wife if that's how I treat her. I think that's crazy. Have you no respect? No virtue? No honor?
You just didn't try.
I did try. I gave it an entire week. Okay, entire week.
A whole week.
A
whole week, guys. A whole week. We really tried. There's, I think the shortest time that I ever worked at a job. I worked at a job for maybe like a month and a half, I want to say. And I shit you not, I cried every single fucking day in my car before I went to work, after I was done with work, on my breaks. I just fucking bawled my eyes out. That was the worst job I've ever had in my entire fucking life. And I was very blessed to be able to quit that job and look for another job. Like, our finances were well off enough that I could not work, essentially, and look for a job. If that was not an option, like if for whatever reason that wasn't realistically something that we could afford, do you know what I would have done? I would have continued to cry every day at work. Because that's what you have to do when you're an adult. Sometimes shit sucks. Sometimes shit is really hard. Sometimes you're not having fun. Sometimes you're not live, laugh, loving. Sometimes things are difficult. Sometimes things are uncomfortable. Sometimes things are even painful. However, that doesn't mean that you just, like, don't fucking do them. Especially if it's something that needs to be done. Like, having a fucking job. You, like, it would be one thing if this bitch, like, lived by herself. But she has a pregnant wife. And we're doing this. We have a pregnant wife who, like, shouldn't be working at all. And this is what we're doing. This is what we've decided. Okay.
Yeah.
You can figure out how to type in all caps?
True.
Okay. Do you know anything about data entry when working in a warehouse when you're going through stuff?
Yes.
Okay. How does it work?
Well, you put the information into the Excel sheets, and you said that you were putting in WT instead of weights. Why did you do that? Why did you not follow the structure
No, you do not
of the
know.
organization?
So you just proved to me you do not know. So here's the thing. I show up, I clock in. The first thing we do is we do paperwork, physical paperwork, and then we go all over the warehouse and do all this different stuff. Then we take all that data, we take it back to the computer, and they want it typed in a certain way. There's a algorithm. You know what I'm trying to say of how to go about it. My brain does not comprehend difficult stuff like that. I give it my...
Doesn't Parry, like, work in data analytics or something? Like, isn't this Parry's, like, literal fucking job? This is so funny. This is awesome.
My best. Instead of quitting, I didn't quit. I called my bosses. I told them what's going on. It's a temp job, you fucking loser. Now fucking listen.
Fucking listen, bitch.
Work. Are you, like, does it, like, you can just, like, learn the algorithm, no?
You done?
You can't learn the algorithm?
No, I tried.
Dude, I can't fucking believe that I got this job, and part of my job was doing this thing, and then these fucking bitches asked me to do the thing? I can't... where do these people get off, dude? Where the fuck do these people get off? What are you talking about right now, bro? What are you talking about right now, bro? You hired me to do this thing, and now you want me to do that thing. That's actually insane. That's insane. That's crazy. I need to talk to my manager. I need to put in my 2 weeks, please. Thanks so much. Like, please grow up. Please.
I literally tried. I literally came home, had my wife, who had done that job herself after one point with the same company, try to explain to me, and I could not understand it. Why would I waste company time and hours when they can literally place me into a different position that's a better fit for me, like janitorial or housekeeping or something?
Are you always going to just give up
do a job that I
for every
literally
part of your
cannot do
life?
and they get fired?
Whenever
Or
you have, like,
tell
a
them the
difficult
truth
part,
that I
is that how
can't...
you're going to treat your kids? If your kid's, like, not listening to you, are you just going to, like, throw them away?
Here's the thing. You're
Base,
not my
yes.
kid. You have come into my
Didn't say I
channel
was.
multiple times.
Yes,
You
just
have
throw them away. Get a new
said
one.
that wasn't true. You've exposed stuff on my FET life, which, by the way, not
That was
cool.
very
I
public.
forgive
That
you,
was
but not
public.
cool.
That was public. I didn't expose it. That was public.
Oh my god, you're a fucking loser. FET life is not public. It's
It was
public
public.
if
It
you
was
have
made
an
public.
account with them.
It was public.
No
It
one
was
So
else can
public,
see the
yeah.
shit unless you
Just
have
your
an
name was
account on
public.
FET life. Okay,
Just
doesn't
make your
matter.
name
Still
was
wasn't
made
okay.
public.
Still wasn't cool.
Why not? How come? Why isn't it okay?
How would you feel if you were expressing yourself on a site you thought was safe? To share those side of yourself. And then find someone talking shit about it, making fun of it.
What if there was this evil part of you? What if there was this dark wolf that you needed to let out of the cage on occasion? And what if somebody peered into the cage of your soul and saw your wolf running wild and free? What then? What then, sir? What then? I think that you would be the asshole in this situation, sir. How dare you disrupt my wolf altar in the headspace? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the actual fuck is your problems? Yeah. It's a, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a millennial thing. Lots of generations do this, but it's just like the idea that when the going gets tough, you guys, we give up. Sometimes you have to do shit that's really hard and shit that you don't want to do. That's life. Be an adult, grow up.
It wasn't okay.
Wouldn't care. Wouldn't care. You shouldn't
wouldn't
care
care.
either.
Wow, you do not have a soul, do you? No wonder you can make
I
such
do.
crappy content on your channel.
I do. Well, so you posted it on the internet
I mean-
in a way that was connected to your name. It was under your name, Firebat. It's
Well,
not
not
like people
anymore,
had to
because I
figure
fixed that
Well,
shit.
not anymore. Yeah, so good job. So now it would be
Too
a
late.
bit ruder if people connected it to you. But back then, it was completely okay. It was something connected to your public platform. And if you don't understand that, then you're gonna have a really hard time on the internet. Let me just say.
True.
You're right. That's why I changed it, because I realized what went south.
But you're blaming
Like,
me. You're blaming me for making it public when it was on you for connecting it that way.
So here's the thing. I don't control what you do on your social media. You do. So it's on you, not me.
On me.
It's
You
actually
didn't have
your
to
fault, sir.
share my shit
Didn't
like
have
that.
to,
You
but it's
didn't
not
have
wrong
to.
me doing it. I had to show
Wrong,
it to
that
you.
hurt
were
my
connecting
feelings.
your.
It hurt my
Okay, well, I
feelings.
was criticizing you for
Yeah.
connecting
It
your job
hurt
to your
my
fetish
feelings.
sites. Because you were blaming other people for getting
Wait,
fired when you
what?
connected it to your job. Because you on that website.
I never connected my fetish to my job.
You did. You said
Ever.
you said on
Nope,
FetLife.
nope.
At my work right now, here's
Oh,
my.
you're talking about that
intro
post. That
reason.
post was taken down, by the way. I totally forgot. There,
Bro, how fucking porn sick do you have to be jorking it at work? That's like another fucking level of depraved, dude. Like, where are the parents? Where are the social workers? What is happening? How fucking, like, just unwell, how violently unwell do you have to be jorking it crazy style at work? That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, dog. Okay. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, I think that if it is discovered by your FetLife profile that you're actually stroking it crazy style at work, yeah, I don't really think it's surprising that you got fired. It's actually surprising that you didn't get fired sooner, kind of thing. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
I actually thought I had deleted that post specifically. It was supposed to be a joke, kind of like, never mind.
A joke?
It was supposed to be a
Still
joke,
there. You
guys.
still connected your job to your like fetish stuff.
Yeah, without even saying where I was working, what I was doing, what company I was with at the time. I didn't say anything other than I'm at work.
You said all of that on your YouTube.
No, I didn't. I said I'm at work. That's all I said. That word.
Yeah,
I
on
was
the
at work.
post, but it was connected
That's
to
all I
your
said. I
name,
didn't say
Firebat.
what work I was
And on
doing,
your channel,
what company I was
you talk
working
about where you
for.
work.
No, I didn't. I didn't once mention where I was
Talk all the
working.
time where you work. People
No,
find
I
out where you
don't.
work.
Well, okay.
How do you think they did it?
Before what
They had
happened
no info.
with the behavioral hospital, I did talk about my work stuff. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I did do that.
There you go.
But I haven't since then, and that's because
No, I'm glad you haven't. That's good.
Because fucking fuck.
You shouldn't. It's just you should take responsibility for connecting it. That's all I'm saying. I just wish you would. It would help you in life to take responsibility when your behavior leads to you losing jobs.
Correct.
Past 2 jobs wasn't on me, and I will never, ever, ever, ever. 2 jobs I really liked. Showed up every day, worked my ass off. Well, most of my coworkers are sitting in the break room, freaking being lazy because it's a janitorial job. I'm up there busting my ass. I'm not a lazy person, clearly. Hence why I'm putting so much energy and time into my jobs and into freaking YouTube.
But you're not
Dude,
really putting any
you
energy
into
into YouTube.
YouTube, bro.
Like with
You
YouTube,
have
like with
a
your
life and a
YouTube,
job in this. What?
with your Minecraft, for example, like you're doing a terrible job there. So clearly you're not putting any
Oh,
energy.
no, I'm
It's like
not.
very lazy.
Fuck you. I'm not doing a terrible job. I have
Minecraft
plenty of
sucks.
fans
You
who
build
love
shitty
my artwork.
pyramids. You build shitty pyramids.
Oh, not the pyramid
What the fuck are you
attack,
talking about? You clearly
bro.
haven't seen my
Pyramids
most
look like
recent
shit.
design.
Dude,
Terrible.
not the pyramid
Building
attacks,
Black
bro.
Stone
No.
What's the most recent
Gilded
pyramid?
black stone pyramids to world heights.
Anything
building
but
right
the
now. It looks
pyramids,
terrible.
dude.
The one before has
Looks
a
Anything.
terrible. I
golden
blew
top.
a blueprint, you fucking loser.
A blueprint.
Get the blueprint.
Oh yeah, but the blueprint looks terrible. The blocks using are
No, it
terrible.
doesn't. It's literally
It does.
down to the first block. If you're gonna build a world's big giant fucking pyramid, you have to
bad
start with
color.
one tiny little block and then
Bad
work
block
out from
type.
that.
It's bad block
Fuck
type. Also, you're
shit,
doing it
fucking loser.
manually. You can do it automatically. Why are you doing it manually?
What do you
Wasting
mean
time.
automatic? No, you can't. On
Use
a,
world
on
edits.
this, you can't. You
You can
can't
install
do it
world
on a
edits on
computer.
Bedrock. And
Don't-
if not, then use a computer.
Okay.
You're
I don't
wasting
use
all
a
your
computer.
time.
I use Mojang.
You can use
You know what? I don't waste my
PS5
time.
world
I
edits.
enjoy the work that I do.
It looks
Okay,
like
you
shit.
don't get to tell me what's shitty in
Like,
my
your
eyes.
spaceships look boring. They're like boring hexagons. It looks like something a 12-year-old would make. Like it's literally just like you
Wow.
make a shape,
Oh,
and you make a bigger
fuck.
shape.
You know
And then
this
you
cuts
consider
so
detailing
deep
your
too,
builds,
bro.
building the interiors.
You know this is
using
like the
more than just
worst
same
thing
block
we've
over and
ever
over
heard.
again. Like
This is like her
I don't think
9/11.
there's a single build which is like more impressive than something a 14-year-old would create.
What the fuck did you just say about my Minecraft server, you little bitch? What did you just fucking say about my Minecraft Pyramid of Giza, you fucking whore? What? What, bro? Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take back what you said about my Minecraft server right now. Take it back. Take it back.
Here's the bottom line, dude. That's
Your
your
Minecraft
opinion.
builds look like shit. Like they're not very
That's your
accurate.
opinion. That
and
is
the
your
colours
opinion.
don't work.
I like.
They're very.
I don't
I
care what
understand it's a
your
vlog
opinion
game,
is
but you
about
can
my
add
work. I
detail.
like what I do. And my
It's not
fans
what
like
you
what
do,
I
but it's
do.
so impressive. And it's a waste of time.
Not to
You're
you.
doing it inefficiently.
Guess what? It's not impressive to you, and I'm not here to impress you.
So
I'm here to
impressive
impress my
anybody.
fans.
Most
My
children
fans
can do better.
like the work I do. So, in fact,
Are you
people like my
going
work
to
so
improve?
much that they want to.
Is that why we get like 58 views on a video, do you think? Perhaps. Maybe that's why. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe. Like, it's just so low effort. It's like we're just building, like, little Minecraft worlds. We're not doing any modding. We're not doing anything unique. Like, I'm sure that I could find... I don't play Minecraft, but I'm sure that I could find, like, 1,000 different videos about pyramids in Minecraft and shit like that. Like, so many people are just so talentless, so uninspired. They don't bring anything unique or creative or any, like, anything that makes their content, like, unique in any kind of meaningful way. And they just expect people to, like, consume and view and love their content because, question mark, gestures vaguely at the wind. This is, like, my least favorite kind of person. It's like, if you want... you know, to have, like, a following or to have a platform or something like that, like, you have to have something that is marketable in a sense where it's, like, it's unique to you. There's 1,000 trans women who play fucking Minecraft. Like, I just don't We're not bringing anything unique to the table. We're just not. We're just not bringing anything unique to the table. We're not. We're not doing it. And okay. Yep, it's fine. I'm fine.
Join my realm and actually make stuff on my realm for their YouTube channels. So I was doing something right. If people like myself enough that they want to join, so you can piss off.
I put a bomb in your realm.
No, you didn't.
I put a bomb in your realm. I got one of my people to go into your realm, place a bomb. I'll blow
you
it
made a
up if
bomb
you
that was
don't,
never there? Nice try. I literally can see who joins and who doesn't, and I can literally see what people do on my realm. So put a bomb in my realm. Cool, don't
I
care.
find it funny that you're bragging about people being in your
don't
realm when it's
care.
me, and I put a bomb there and
Womp,
I'll blow it up and
womp.
what I say.
So you're lying through your shit-eating mouth again. Nice
You're
try.
Don't tell
lying
people
through
to
your
subscribe to my channel and
shit-eating
blow up your
mouth
Minecraft world.
again.
Nice try. No.
You really want to take that risk? Do you really want
Hey
Japan
guys,
lands
so this is what it
to
looks like when a loser who's desperate
you really
already
want Japan
fucking making
lands
a
to
play
die?
last time he came to my channel.
Why do you call your world in Minecraft a slur, by the way? Why do you call it a slur? That's kind of gross.
Wait, what are you talking about? What slur?
The Japan land, you call it a slur.
Because if you try to put it
The
Japan
J
land,
word?
it takes a
Oh,
lot of room when
fuck.
you're trying to type it into the DHD.
What do you call it? What do you call it?
Japs land. It's short for Japanese.
What?
That's a
Don't
slur.
say
Okay,
that.
cool.
Don't
Don't
say
give a
that.
fuck.
Don't say that.
Right,
Don't
say
say
the
that.
N-word then. Say the N-word then. Say
What
N-word
the
then.
hell?
Boom. If you
Okay,
don't care.
that is different.
Why is it different? It's a slur. Like they
One,
calling
I have
Japanese
never met
people
a
that.
Japanese person that gets upset when someone says the word Japs.
All
If
right.
you say the N-word,
You don't say it again. What the actual fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? Dude, what the actual helly R is going on right now, dude? This is crazy. Oh my god. You don't know that we don't say that anymore. Hello? Dude. Hello? Hello? I've been shot? Hello? I've been killed? Hello? I would like to be... what is happening? Hello? What the fuck is happening, bro? What the fuck is going on, bro? I don't understand, bro. Hello? What the hell? Guys, I'm so uncomfortable. Guys, I'm so fucking uncomfortable. God. I don't know what to do. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm not having fun anymore.
beat the fuck out of you.
Have you heard of World War II?
I'm gonna beat the fuck
Okay.
out of you?
That is
Okay,
history.
sure.
I moved on from that.
And in
Most
that
people have
history,
as well.
you moved on from World War II. That's where the slur is from. It's because when the Axis power was being fought by the US, they would call Japanese people that. And you've just
A
decided
little
to
secret for you.
continue calling them
So
that.
I got a little secret for you, Purple. I don't care.
Okay,
My
say the
channel.
N-words.
What I
Say
do
the
is my
N-words.
business.
Say the N-words. If you don't care about slurs, say the N-word. But you obviously do care.
No, is she gonna do it? Oh fuck,
I know
dude,
what
I'm
you're trying to
scared.
do.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm
I'm
scared. I'm
trying
scared.
to-
I'm scared.
It's not
I'm
okay.
scared. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared.
Okay,
Guys, I'm scared.
cool.
Guys,
Cool.
guys,
Don't
I'm so
care.
scared.
All right, well, you should care.
Guys, I'm
No,
terrified. Guys, I'm
You're an
absolutely
consistent
fucking
person.
terrified.
Okay, fine. I said it.
Whoa!
There, I said it.
Oh!
There, I
But
said
you
it.
said that's bad. You said it's
Oh,
bad to say
fuck.
the N-words.
It
Why are you
is,
saying
it
that?
I don't.
There,
Why are
I
you
said
saying
it.
that?
Fuck.
That's
I'm
very,
to prove my
that's very
point.
rude.
I do not care.
Holy
Black men
Get
are
off my
shit,
channel,
saying
you fucking
the
loser. I'm
N-words.
tired of you.
I didn't even say it,
Holy
guys.
shit, bro.
I didn't think they'd say it.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
I hate when people do that to me. Every single
I
time they
didn't
go to my
want to
channel.
do that.
First thing they do is they try to go underneath my skin. God,
Thanks for the donations, guys.
I'm gonna have to do a thing.
Thank you.
Dude, holy fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. We didn't even know that the J word. We don't say the J word. We don't say that. And then imagine getting baited. And no offense to Parry, of course. Imagine getting baited by Parry into saying the N-word, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is delicious milk, you guys. This is gas. This is gas. This is awesome. I'm loving the energy that we've created in the studio. Personally, I'm having a great time. But this is gas. This is gas. This is phenomenal content. Wow. Okay, so all right. So maybe now's a good time to watch Am I Racist? I think that's a good time. Or Are You Racist? Is Fire Trans Bat racist? You know, guys, I drop this is Trans Bat. In this video, I drop an N-bomb. A big one. Party R. I do this to show my interlocutors that their language does not impress me, that their slurs do not disarm me. And as you can see, I would say that it worked, that I was not taken aback. This is something that I would consider an invocation of slurs for good. Please discuss the use of this slur in the comments below. Thank you so much. Vosh fan? Vosh fan maybe? Vosh fan question mark? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Big fan, big fan. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I didn't know that we were a Vosh fan. I'm sorry, I was unfamiliar with your game. Transbat. My bad. My bad. So sorry. So let's see. I think that we've already kind of answered the question on if or racist or not personally, but let's just hear what they have to say about themselves. Let's see if we defend this behavior or not. That's crazy. Okay, this intro music sucks.
Good morning, chat.
Good
How you guys
morning.
doing? I'm doing a
Great.
small little video now, live stream.
Okay,
I'm currently
cool.
playing Minecraft while hanging out with my wife.
Wow,
and
brave.
so I want to attach to
Okay.
this video just a small clip that someone on Facebook sent me from Purple
Oh.
Parry Gaming. I just discovered...
Ooh, we're getting blowed up on Facebook? Holy
I just
shit.
discovered that either A, they took their video down, or 2, they made it so that I couldn't see it. First, it was set on their account as like members only, and then it just all of a sudden disappeared entirely. So
Well, it's
I
back.
think they got the hint and they destroyed the video. I
Well,
destroyed
that's
this
ironic,
morning's live
isn't it?
stream video, and then took a couple seconds to think how I responded, and I want to tell you how I responded to all that by saying this.
Tell me.
Here's a video right here. This video, go click on it, go watch it, or sorry, go look for it.
Are we not going to apologize for the racism?
You will find that I literally apologize and then show you guys that I actually genuinely care. That genuinely felt bad for how I responded to the Purple Parry Gaming by
Feel really bad about that,
changing
guys.
Japs land to J-land instead on all the Stargates, all the...
Stop saying it? Question mark? Stop saying it? Question mark? Oh my god, bro.
signage that I could find, and basically made amends that way. Plus verbally said out loud,
Wow, we
I'm
made
sorry.
amends.
And basically I made amends, and then we'll be right back to continue.
As a representative of Japanese Americans, I forgive Trans Firebat. This is true.
This conversation.
I don't care.
All right, well, you should care. You should.
No,
care.
I shouldn't.
And then
Well, 'cause it
and then
shows that
you
you're-
post the clip. You're like, this video has been lost to time. Inshallah, sisters, my most humiliating mistake will not live. And then it's like, I have an idea. I'm going to... Actually, now that I've thought about it, you guys, actually, what I'm gonna do is I think that I'm actually just gonna go ahead and I think I'm just gonna post the clip myself. Okay.
You're an inconsistent person.
Okay, nigger.
Very next
Fine.
Ah!
There.
Oh, dude. Okay. What the fuck? We didn't even send... Okay. All right. We're done with that. We're done with that. All right. So, yes, we are racist. It wasn't even in the brotherly way, you guys. I thought that this was going to be in the brotherly fashion. I was misled. Holy fuck. That's insane. That's actually bananas. That is the craziest thing I have heard in God knows how long. Holy shit. Holy shit. This person should delete their YouTube channel. Holy fuck. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Okay, what the hell, bro? Yeah, I don't know what to do now. That's great. Wow. Okay, yeah. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. That was quite a shock. Quite a shock. I would be lying if I said that I was not, startled by that. That definitely startled me. I am very startled. I am quite startled. I don't know how to recover. That was quite the flashbang. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, well, I guess in that case, guys, let's see what other delights this lovely individual has for us, I suppose. I guess we'll lock into the Femyoz stuff, I suppose. Wow, I'm very unwell. So, Femyoz is, like we were talking about earlier, Femyoz is one of the femgirl kind of shit. I'm trying to regulate my central nervous system right now. Okay, so let's go back here. There was a playlist. Go to our playlist, guys. Where's our Femyoz stuff? Where is it? We've got Lux. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's check out our playlist here, guys. Let's see what we have here. Boy. Oh, these all have downvotes too. How sad. What order? Do these say what order they're in? Hang on. Because what order did they go in? So this one is from... Oh, this is a site. This one is from 1 month. Can I see the actual date? December 8th. Okay, this one is December 8th. What's this? This one is... December 20th. Okay, so this one is... Wow. Okay, Okay, I'm fine. Okay, so this is what this one is. This is the first video in this Femyoz playlist. I think it's very evident that trans Firebat or trans Firebat, whatever. That this person is like deeply insecure and very jealous of Femyoz because Femyoz doesn't look like Shrek. That's my opinion. And to my understanding, the fallout between Femyoz and this person was basically around the fact that Femyoz was like trying to be nice and like helpful and, you know, like a nice person and help them with their YouTube content or whatever. And then that for some reason, I suppose, for some reason or another, that was Firebat was like, actually, you know, this Femyoz person is like really fucking stupid and narcissistic and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, let's hear a little bit about this.
Silly, just went over the live stream. I said I was going to go only for 2 hours on it. Then I have to end it. I got to like hour and a half. I was near the end, and like I skipped a bunch of stuff just because it was just garbage content. I just didn't want to listen to, basically. So from what I understand from other people who watch my live stream, a lot of her critiques of me are very, very, very make fun of me, critiquing, but also she's entertaining her guests mostly.
Okay.
She decided, despite spending 4 hours on my live stream, 4 hours.
4 hours.
And I just went through it all basically in an hour and a half, basically just addressing the things that have been brought to my attention that I want to address for you guys. First thing first, I'm just going to say for the live stream, I don't hate them.
First things first, I'm the realist.
I'm not going to hold on to anger. Our life is short.
Life is short, guys.
I own it in the first video. And you know what? The hardest part is for someone to admit they're wrong is also to forgive themselves.
Wow,
so for me to forgive myself, it's something I'm going to have to work on. But I really appreciate everyone who's been standing up for me while they've been continuing to harass me online and spread nothing more than drama everywhere. Truth is, they're going to use my videos whether I like it or not. So I as well just play along, let them be.
Does this person do false copyright strikes as well? That's kind of what this sounds like to me. Oh, well, they're using my content. Yeah? You guys were in a live stream together? Yeah? Hello? Hello?
When I say play along, I mean play nice. Not continue to speak hate, but speak love, speak truth, and facts. So as she speaks about me, I'll be addressing truths in the second video. It's called I Found Chris Chan 2.0. So apparently, I'm an upgrade from the original Chris Chan, apparently, even though...
That's not a good thing.
She's technically roasting herself. Because in the last video, she literally says her and I have a lot in common. So I'm wondering, this is how she sees herself. Just wondering. So they really should look at me and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. You know, not...
That's not a good thing.
Stuff like projecting on other people, how they really feel about themselves. So let's go.
Projection, I agree.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time that is right every day for any of the VOD watchers. I may or may not include timestamps in the description below. That's right. Today we're going to be talking about something that I talked about yesterday. We're talking about them again today because there's more lore. Yes, there's more lore on the person known as Firebat. The person that decided, you know, it'd be a really good idea to, backstab the person that was about to give them a career, aka me.
Yeah, no, they weren't about to give me a career. That's a bullshit. So I confirmed this. So about...
Why are we drinking a C4? I'm fascinated by this person. This person is so interesting. Why the fuck are we topless in Batman pajama pants drinking a C4? What's all over the walls in the hallway? Like, I got a lot of questions, bro.
I want to say 2 days, maybe 3 days. My brother and I were hanging out. And while we were hanging out, my live stream spiked all on its own. Not because of them. None of them were asking about her. A lot of people were actually asking about me and my interest in what I thought about religion and politics. And nothing about her.
That happened, yes.
The little spike that she feels that she deserves credit for, no. Just no. I think the reason I spiked is because of the fact I had someone on my live stream as my guest. I've seen that multiple times in multiple live streams where people will join me and then my channel spikes. And you want to know why? Because it's not just me on the live stream. People like when they hear two people talking and enjoying life. And so there's that.
Talking and enjoying life, guys.
A little bit more, making more traction in the whole live streaming in regards to shorts. Apparently, YouTube is showing me there.
Yep, we're totally doing that. True.
It is what it is. Are you getting freaky when you're drunk? Yeah, that was over a year and a half ago when I did that. So that's besides the point. Anyway, moving on.
Yours truly. So for anyone that doesn't have any context, long story short, and I covered this yesterday. I
watch her paint herself as this victim that I somehow screwed over, and she won't even mention that I apologize. I don't think she does.
I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts.
Which, if you watch the first video, you can literally see me in the live stream, and she kept the snippets where I'm literally apologizing because I realized I overstepped. So she's literally hating on me for apologizing and trying to make amends because I was an idiot and made a mistake on a live stream.
Wow. Everybody makes mistakes, guys.
I found this person's live stream, and I was commenting nice things because a lot of people were being transphobic, right? And I'm obviously going to be against transphobia, as somebody that's also trans. So, yeah, obviously,
which she's lying through her teeth, because in this live stream and then in the third one, she literally judges me for trans, tries to make me out to be some sort of fetish joke, and literally tells me I'm not even trans. She tries to gatekeep it.
Judges me for being trans. Also, Femyoz doesn't misgender this person one time. Like, Femyoz, feel however you want about Femyoz, of course, but Femyoz, like, I wouldn't consider Femyoz to be a transphobic person, and Femyoz, like, is like, gendering this person correctly. Like, I don't know how you would make this leap in logic here. I truly don't. And especially, you know, when you're, like, a shitfuck, like, itty-bitty, teeny-tiny content creator, and you have someone big, like, popping into your shit to try and boost your numbers and everything, this is kind of like a slapping the hand that feeds kind of situation that I find to be very funny.
One point, which, honestly, that was okay. But it is what it is, right?
It is what it is, guys. Water under the bridge.
No, I wasn't too happy about transphobia. She asked me if I wanted to go on her show. I said yes. I joined her live stream. We had a good time.
For someone that's not against transphobia, she sure really enjoyed encouraging it in her own live streams. But we won't mention that. She will.
Told me this much. Little did I know that she was talking shit about me behind my back. When I found out about this, let's just say I was not very happy, and I decided to do a 4-hour live stream making fun of her for being a bad person. So
no, she wasn't making fun of me for being a bad person. She was making fun of me because she doesn't like a lot of the content I make. Literally made fun of my cooking. Literally made fun of, like, she literally was doing the very thing that she said she was trying to help me with. Like, literally, she's more of a hypocrite. Period. Like,
wow,
period.
a hypocrite even.
Straight up.
Wow, that's crazy.
And if you don't believe me, go check out our channel. Go watch our live stream. You can see it for yourselves.
If you don't believe me, guys, you don't believe me.
The worst. You know what? I forgive
the
them.
worst,
I'm gonna say
objectively.
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna forgive them, despite the fact that I'm cringing over the fact that they needed to go this far. So this is already 4 hours in, 8 hours in, of live streaming about me, a loser on YouTube that has nothing. I literally have no power. I have nothing. I'm literally just 1,000 at this point.
It's fine. I can get away with murder. No one knows who I am. I can do whatever I want. No one knows me. It doesn't matter.
Judging me, like, who wasted their time like that?
Who does
that? By the way,
that?
hi guys who's joining in.
For anyone that needed the context, there it is. That's most of what you need to know. But there's more. There is so much more lore, because let's just say this person is somebody that is, you know, consistently unself-aware, hypocritical, just generally not a pleasant person, just a very unpleasant person in general.
Well, that's weird, because a lot of her people have been coming over to my side of the story and listening, and they go, "Wow, they lied on screen. You're actually pretty wholesome." We need to know. You have to find them on.
Femyoz will pull like 25K on a VOD, and this bitch struggles to get like 15 views on a 3-hour stream. I don't think Femyoz is particularly concerned about the lack of viewership here. Let's be totally honest with each other, guys.
I'm pretty wholesome and I'm pretty self-aware. Now,
pretty wholesome, guys.
In the heat of the moment, if I'm doing something stupid,
I can wholesome
I'm self-aware. My emotions are high. This is normal human behavior, by the way. And there's a lot of people who have this issue. So, like, this is not like a stab at me. This is quite a sad, pathetic stab at me. I'm gonna be honest, and I forgive him for it.
Very sad and pathetic.
She always feels the need to make herself the victim.
Yes, I'm such a victim. Apologizing, forgiving, accepting that what happened happened.
Wow,
yes, I'm such
brave.
A victim.
That's very
actually
brave.
Literally multiple times in only a minute and 39 seconds out of 4 hours. Literally not taking any ownership for what she's doing whatsoever.
Wow.
Literally making it all about me as a backstabber, which is immature. It's what it is. Truth is,
It's immature.
I'm owning it.
I'm gonna say it.
That's what
I'm gonna say it, guys. It's immature.
She continues to harass me, judge me, and make fun of my content. And at one point, she actually got bored in video 3, which we'll explain later.
Why she needs to do this? She's definitely a bit of a jealous bitch.
Well, there's nothing to be jealous about. There's nothing about this person I'm jealous about. I'm not jealous of their views. I'm not jealous of their body. If there was anything I was going to be jealous about, if there was something to be jealous about, if there was.
If I was,
hair.
hypothetically.
They have really, really nice hair. Like, you know how many times I tried to dye my hair blonde? It doesn't work. Oh, hi there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. By the way, if you're new, like, share, and subscribe. Let's see.
Guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing, please.
Well, here's the thing. I've been putting effort into it. It's called taking HRT. It's called shaving my face every morning. It's called when I'm actually trying to look girly, I actually put my makeup on. This is just natural look for me. This is my natural look. Without makeup, without having my hair
natural
way, without wearing, a dress or any sort of girly outfit. This is what it looks like when I'm not trying to look over the top feminine.
To be real, that's the original reason, most likely, that she decided to be completely two-faced. And she has a lot of lolcow tendencies. I genuinely believe this person is going to end up being a lolcow. And it's not because of me, it's not because...
Oh, it's going to be completely because of them. It's 100% going to be because of them. Because of the fact they keep making content about me, spending 4 hours at a time on my content, just to tear me apart.
That doesn't determine whether or not someone is a lolcow. Like, the thing that activates the lolcow gene, and lolcows don't understand this, of course. It's a hallmark lolcow trait, is to be so painfully and blissfully unaware to your own shortcomings and failures that are entirely your design. it's the constant engagement and response is actually what makes you a lolcow, is what it is. It's that you can't just shut the fuck up and let it go. That's what it is. It doesn't really have anything at all to do with the fact that Femyoz is covering you. It has to do with your inability to, like, shut the fuck up. That's just the truth of the matter. That is what makes a good lolcow. That is what makes a good lolcow, is somebody that just has no self-awareness, and it seems that we have none. I would say that we have, like, negative 75 self-awareness if we genuinely thought that saying the J word to describe Japanese people was appropriate in any meaningful way. I would say, yeah, I think that we're, we definitely have the lolcow gene, that's for sure.
And they literally meant this at some point in either the first, second, or third, that they're going to make a series off of me in here. Who's lying now?
Okay, problem.
In their own live streams.
Of me covering her or, talking shit or whatever. I mean, obviously that's not going to help her case, but it is because she is physically incapable of not responding to shit in a way that makes her look horrible.
See, there it is. There it is. That's it right there. That's it right there, you guys. That's the lolcow gene. That is it. We didn't need to respond to this. We literally could have just not and said that, let's don't say we did, right? But instead, we have made the critical error of overly engaging. That is the defining trait of a lolcow. It's, we can play bingo all day, you guys, but the defining trait of a lolcow is just pure, unadulterated impulse, unawareness, blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blah. And we have that. We have that characteristic. We have that trait, unfortunately. We have that trait, I fear. We have that trait, don't we, guys? Very sad.
I don't know how I feel about that. There's part of me that wants to just say, yeah, she's right. It's just how I am. But at least I'm honest about it.
Granted, that's not really my fault. I don't make her respond in a way that's counterproductive. She does that.
Actually, she does. In the first video, I had asked her in the live stream, outside the live stream, please take the video down. I really don't like this. All she had to do was take it down. I took my stuff down. I took all my stuff down. Everything I did with her, all the crappy stuff, the crappy content, I took it down. Out of good faith. What does she do? Continues to backstab me and keeps her content up. And wants to continue to make me look like I'm some evil trans person that I'm not. I'm really not. I made a mistake. I said I was sorry. Like, why can't that... I mean, I get it. Some people just don't understand what forgiveness looks like. And I get it. I'm assuming she probably went through some trauma as a kid, or at some point went through something.
Oh, yeah, she was probably traumatized.
To openly say, I forgive you.
Personally, I think that everybody who dislikes racism is actually just traumatized. I think that's true. That's a strong message. I completely agree, actually. If you dislike racism in any capacity, it's actually just your trauma. And I think that you should check that. I think it's really important that you're considering that the reason that you're upset at my blatant racism is actually just because of your childhood trauma. Think about that. Think about that for a second, why don't you?
Does that sound like a victim to you? That doesn't sound like a victim to me. Anywho, Connor, can you bat up for the 10 seconds? Into this. FBI need to look into this guy. Into me or Femyoz? Let's be honest. What's wrong with this world? It's full of people that aren't willing to compromise and make peace and get off their high and mighty chairs to say, hey, let's agree to disagree and move on with our lives. And until I'm able to make amends with this person, if ever, probably not, after the damage I allegedly caused at this point, I don't think that's even possible on their end. My end, yeah, I'm forgiving them and actually have set up so if I do a live stream...
Wow, brave.
I know I'm just asking for trouble, but I made it so that she can join live streams if she wanted again. At some point, when she has peacefully moved on, you can have a peaceful conversation in a live stream.
Peace.
Idiot, moving on.
Of her own volition, right? With that being said, hello everyone, welcome back. Hello Shaved Mammal, congratulations on being first person chat. Hello Mommy Runuru, hello Femyoz, hello Peter, hello Raven, hello Anti Smiley, hello Dutch Femboy, hello Asumi, hello Ron.
So she goes and keeps talking about herself. She goes into my live stream, starts picking them apart. She gets paid. Then she goes into a post that's been removed from social media for over 4 years. So before we watch it, I'll give you guys some true context. And my wife was here. She would agree with me. So 4 years ago, I worked at a place where my department dealt with totes and boxes and cleaning them out and preparing for shipment. And the company policy, if you find something that's a return and you want it, you have to sign for it. So I signed for it. And I took it home with me to use it with a certain inhalant, which I'll not promote here on my YouTube channel. At that time, I was single. And so I did a lot of crazy, creepy stuff on the internet. Taking a picture of myself while wearing the mask thing, while putting something to the thing. And I was like, oh, I'm so desperate for C. We'll just say C. Keep this at least PG-13 as best I can.
Big white cock.
I'm really not. I was...
Big white cocks.
I was going through a lot. No one really knows what's going on at that time frame. I was literally moving back to my sister's place. I was trying to hold 2 jobs. I was mentally falling apart, and I wasn't able to go to church very often.
I was losing my shit.
My work schedule was pretty bizarre.
I was losing
so
my marbles.
Working at 5 in the morning till about, I want to say 2 in the afternoon. No, sorry.
Wow.
Till noon.
Right.
I'd literally drive over to the other workplace, park my Jeep, crawl into the back of my Jeep, take a nap for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I was lucky, if I was able to get sleep, and then go work from like 2-ish till like 10 at night. Something like that.
Wow,
and
crazy.
That was my life. So I'd get off, go home, 11 at night. Go home, go to bed, and repeat this. And this didn't last very long. Like, my mental state was falling to pieces, so I made a lot of really cringy content on FetLife. And that account has been long deleted since then. So someone on their Discord apparently has been keeping track of me, stalking me, which is kind of a little creepy if I'm being honest, and then saved that picture and then submitted it. That account does not exist.
Wow, that's crazy.
The only account that exists in FetLife is Firebat. And I've refined a lot about how I go about things in it. Well, to the best of my ability. Again, FetLife is supposed to be a place where people can feel safe to express their gender identity, express orientation.
What's with this? Like, this is another thing that I don't like, and this person is old enough that I would imagine that, like, they're old enough that I would imagine they wouldn't do this, but, like, what is with everything needing to be, or, like, required to be a safe space? What is with that? Well, this is a safe space. Well, this is a safe space. I'm so sorry, and I hate to tell you, I hate to be the one to do it. I really do. I hate stunting on these hoes so bad. I really do. But, like, you don't get a safe space on the internet, bro. Never mind, like, fucking FetLife, bro. No. Like, what are we talking about right now? What in the actual fuck are we talking about right now? FetLife is my safe space. Okay, sure. Oh, hi, Morale. Smile. How are you? That you're well, my friend. Super happy to see you and hope that you're well. Smile.
Be kinky, be themselves, and you don't get judged. I've never once gotten judged in FetLife. In fact, I attract people who are like me or have things in common with me, and I attract to them. And, you know, it's a great community for me to explore those parts of my life. And I have no shame. There is no shame at all. And so they tried to attempt to get underneath my skin. Long story short, they were successful. So successful that I almost deleted my entire YouTube channel because of it. Because I was
that would have been base.
Humiliated. And
that would have been base.
I literally was playing Minecraft here on my couch and spent like, I think like maybe 2-3 hours just.
I think that we should have done that.
Like,
I think that we should have done it.
Myself back out. I literally got over there to the chair where I sat and was about to delete my YouTube channel, about to go through all social media and just delete them all simultaneously. And my wife calls me and I tell her what's going on, and she informed me that she saw a little bit of their video and they saw that bit and they weren't surprised. They weren't like, "Oh no, you really did this when you were younger." Like, no, I've always been transparent with my wife about who I am. That's one thing that I've never lied about.
I've never lied. So, I would never lie to you, baby.
Here we go. If you're not prepared to hear about this type of stuff, I would suggest you get off this live stream for a little bit, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. If you're someone that's okay,
yeah, you don't want to hear about the big white cock.
Something called NSWF, whatever that abbreviation is for sexual content, they're going to make reference to it. So, prepare to be scarred for those of you who have conceptions about thoughts. That's like
things that I want to cover that I think is terrifying yet also fucking hilarious is she stole a child's oxygen mask and posted.
Again, never stole it. Never once stole it. Literally went and signed for it while it was still in the box.
Also, can't you just like, you don't even need like any kind of accessory to puff shit. Like, you don't need an extra attachment to do poppers. Like, I'm a drug addict, and we're like the world's shittiest fucking drug addict. You need a fucking attachment to do poppers? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. We're literally the world's shittiest drug addict. Okay. Alright, sure.
Box and everything. So, I love how they lie about that.
Did it on FetLife.
Lies.
I desperately need a cock and poppers. Can't you tell, Wall? So here's
so me.
With that, by the way. I didn't
That's
have any
so
poppers.
me.
I was trying to be, kinky, I guess. At this time, I didn't have poppers. I didn't have access to any of that stuff, but I wanted to, and that's why I brought it. At one point, I'm gonna be honest, transparent here, little cringe stuff coming on. I actually tried this mask with it, and it turned out it wasn't a good fit, so I ended up tossing the damn thing. Anyway, now I kind of wish I kept it, because then I could use it for my OnlyFans and all that stuff, content making. No shame whatsoever for me.
Why do you need the mask for the OnlyFans content? Question mark. What is the mask there for? I don't understand. And I don't want to. I do not want to understand. I don't. I have no interest in trying to figure out what the fuck is going on at this point in time. No interest whatsoever, actually. I'm just going to live in eternal bliss and pretend that I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Because I don't. I have no idea. No idea.
Let's read your comments. Let's see. Well, I'm fine. What is a popper? It's all the haters and trolls are kind of stupid. Yeah, they are. I'm not gonna lie. The people in this comment section are brain dead. Yes, they are. Liam, I'm gonna make you a moderator for temporary since you're here. I don't know where my other moderators are. Do you consent to me doing that so you can just remove people? It's really hard for me to sit back here and then come back and forth trying to catch all this stuff. Oh, never mind. I see a moderator. Robin, we got the trolls. Trolls have come out to play.
Oh no, not the trolls, bro. That's crazy.
Robin, please save us.
She is with the fucking children's oxygen mask that she took so that she could do poppers. Dude, you can't make this shit up.
That's crazy, bro.
And she did. Like, totally made up that I stole it.
Totally made up, bro.
Literally, you can't. They literally have security in this warehouse where you cannot leave without an alarm being set off or like have them do a bag search at some point. And you can't even go in the warehouse with it. So it's kind of hard to hide a medlight box in my hand while I'm going out of the building. Like, it was not this big, the box that was in. Like, you can't hide that. And at the time,
can't hide it. You can't. You just simply can't.
Anything but like shorts and a t-shirt. So like trying to casually walk out of the building with a box, it's not going to happen. So I had to sign for it, or not at all, which I did.
Fucking come on, dude. Bro, what is this? Fucking dude, what is this shit? Come on. Really? This is the level we're stooping to? Fucking seriously?
Yeah. Yes. I did stoop to that level. But the fact that she had to expose me like that on the internet makes her look like a douche. And you know what? Guess what? I forgive her. Every time she does something meaningful on here and I catch it, I'm going to say I forgive. I'm just how I'm going to keep
Wow,
acting.
brave.
Mocking and being more attractive somehow equals rage bait. No, literally. Literally. This person is delusional. Fit check. Bad idea. I'm not wearing any pants. But this person's outfit of, you know, taking the children's breathing mask that they need to survive in order to do poppers with
context. So
that's me as fuck, dude. That's me as fuck.
We can't put those back on the shelf. So it was literally going to be thrown away in the trash. And I was like, this was an opportunity for me to save money. Because there's a fetish out there with poppers and wearing like a gas mask and all that stuff. And I wanted to try it. I was exploring. I was kinky and I was exploring. No shame with that. Okay, do people...
Dude, I hate when I am so horny that I'm like, you know what I need to do? I need to steal this child's mask. This child's breathing mask. I hate when that happens, dude. I fucking hate when that shit happens. That's crazy. I hate when that... Don't you guys? Don't you guys hate when that happens? It's so distressing. Is it not? Is it not, guys? Wow. Happens to all of us, truthfully. Like, I don't know about you guys, but endlessly, I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. My bad. I was just so horny. I didn't mean it. So sorry. My bad, guys.
Go on freaking social media and go find people who wear freaking latex catsuits and gas masks with hoses connecting to a container with poppers in it. No one goes on there and harasses them. But someone like me, someone who's trying to be, you know, frugal at this point in my life, because I had a lot of bills. I had insurance, a car to deal with, those falling apart.
Dude, it's not her fault. She has to goon because she's broke. It's not her fault. Have you considered that she's broke, guys? It's not her fucking fault that she is gooning crazy style at work. It's because she's broke. She has, like, finances and shit. You guys are so fucking insensitive.
And, like, living with my sister, so I needed to pay my rent side of things and pay for repairs. Like, this was a viable option, and I took advantage of it. I'm not gonna lie, I took advantage of it.
But instead, you know, it's very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Great stuff, actually. She's a cheater and will always be a cheater, in my opinion. Absolutely. So we're gonna get into that. We're also gonna talk about her talking about me. But one of the things I'm gonna talk about first.
Yeah, I did talk about them. Kind of like them right now, actually, except I was a lot more, I was desperate to get back at them. I was pissed that they exposed this on the internet. Or sorry, exposed the first stuff on the internet like that. And like, I get it, it's on the internet. But like, this person knows I'm watching. And they even admitted that they know for a fact that I'm gonna watch their content. So they've been literally doing this on purpose to antagonize me at this point. They're not doing it for their channel. They're not doing it for their people. They're not doing it because they want to expose me as a false trans person. They're doing it literally to bully me. And you know what?
I completely disavow bullying, by the way. I never want to see any of that.
As to cheat on her partners multiple times.
Oh,
she admits to
so she goes into the whole cheating thing. I talk about it in one of my live streams on this very day that she's doing this. So 3 days ago. And so here's how it is, and I'll tell it. So 10 years ago, when I was first, you know, figuring myself out and trying to figure out my sexuality, I was addicted to cheating. I was addicted to it. I was a sex addict. They're real. Look it up. And I was addicted to...
A sex addict is somebody that has a monogamous relationship and has no issues maintaining that monogamous relationship and has one affair one time in an 8-year relationship. That's what a sex addict. We just don't know what addiction is, it seems. I'm a poppers addict, you guys, because I do poppers maybe once or twice a month. And I only do it, you know, once every 3 months. I'm an addict, help. I'm so mercilessly addicted. Somebody please think of me.
To wanting to be used. Yep, that was the thing. And I was in love with a girl, can't mention her name, out of respect for the person. And I cheated them not once, not twice, but over 10 plus times with men. Not with women, but with men, as if that would make it sound better. Cheating is cheating at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what the sex was. It doesn't matter. Cheating is cheating. It's wrong, and I was in the wrong for that. And I admitted that.
Based.
And then at some point, I mentioned that I cheated on my wife, which those of you who are watching my channels a couple days ago, my wife and I both addressed this whole cheating situation. And she's behind me, and they'll do moderating. You can tune in, let the people know that you guys were there, if you were there. Believe me, online, I've screwed up with my bride. Her and I have been together now for 2 years.
My bride, bro. My bride, bro. The bride, bro.
Worst mistake of my life. I was so overwhelmed with what I did to her that I literally told her, hey, you need to leave me. Because I know this wasn't going to be the end. But, you know, something about her choosing to forgive me, choosing to look me in the face and say, hey, what you did was wrong, and like trying to understand my thinking process and everything. Honestly, she motivates me to be better.
Wow,
and for this, I let her down. Kind of like I did with Femyoz. You know, last week I made a mistake. A week ago tomorrow, actually. And here I am, owning it. This is what it looks like.
Beautiful, wow.
To mess up, own your mistake, say, hey, I'm an idiot, and then move forward.
Wow. Keep moving forward,
so
guys. Don't look back.
The greatest cope ever got caught gay cheating on trans. Interesting. Alt Femme has the ability to do is hate and put others down, acts like a selfish teenager with no grip on social reality. Interesting point of view. I think I might be onto something, but let's try to speak a little more.
I think you're onto something here.
This person deserves to be loved on, not hated on, despite the fact that they have overly aggressively stepped out of line with some of the content they've made of me.
So we're gonna start out by going over a stream that she did in her car. Now the stream is called "Is It True That I Am on Fansly, FetLife, and OnlyFans?" Hashtag transgender, hashtag feminization, hashtag sissy, hashtag OnlyFans, hashtag Fansly.
Yep, I made a live stream talking about exactly what I just talked about in my last live stream in regards to this. Basically, openly admitting that yes, my wife's fully aware I'm on those things. She's fully aware that I make sexual content. She's fully aware that I'm not afraid to be myself, and she supports it because she knows it's what I enjoy doing. Yes, I enjoy taking compromising
sexual photographs of myself. Dude, save the wife. Save the wife, guys. Save the wife, guys. Save the wife. You deserve better, queen. You deserve better. You don't have to settle for a fucking porn-sick gooner to raise your child. You can do better. Save the wife, guys. Save the wife. This shit is crazy.
Sexy pictures of myself wearing lingerie and wearing girly outfits with makeup on. There's no shame there. There's no shame there. And they try to tap into that, and they almost were successful. But then they messed up.
And then?
Which is assuming that they know me when they don't. Which I'll be bringing it up over and over and over again. And you know what, Violet, I hope this doesn't get to you too badly, because I don't want you to destroy your YouTube channel or something. Yeah, nope, I won't destroy my YouTube channel. At this point, I have made amends with them. I literally went through all three of these videos, and I commented the same thing that I've attached to this video and the last video, saying that, hey, I know what I did. I meant that I lost pissing contest. I guess that's what's going on between her and I. It was a pissing contest. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to try to assume them in their head. But I won't be getting rid of my YouTube channel anytime soon. It helps that I have a lot of fans in here being supportive. But also helps that my wife
please never delete it.
On here.
Unlimited
and so
content.
If anything, this stuff is going to help me. I mean, I don't have to talk shit about this person. I don't need to, and I'm not going to. They're going to do it themselves without me having to prove anything. Okay. So there's that.
Sure, brave.
You're not a loser. You're a child of Christ. I love that. Thank you.
Wow, brave.
So someone just said 23 people
Stunning
are
and brave.
So here's the thing. With my live streams, it looks like not very many people are watching currently. My channel isn't about how many views I get. It's not about how famous I can get. It's not about how many people subscribe to my channel. It'd be nice, but it's not what I'm about. It's all about making decent content. It's all about standing up for the truth. It's about showing
We can't even make decent content. It's all these like fucking 10 viewer Andys too. They're like, I don't give a fuck about views. I don't do this, that. I don't care. I don't care. You're a scrub. You're a tryhard. I don't even give a fuck. I don't even care. I don't even have ambition or drive. Okay, dude, you want to do this full time, and you can barely break 100 views. But you want to do this full time. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I don't even give a fuck about views, guys. I don't even care. I'm here for the principles and the values and the healing light of Christ. I'm here because you guys give me money to say stupid shit on the internet. That's why I'm here. Okay, that's why I'm here. All right, I don't give a fuck about, oh, well, because you guys, I want to make sure that I'm doing like good content. I want to put good content. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to make money. I'm here to laugh. Life is short. Live fast, die young. Okay? I'm here to have a good time. That's it. And if you guys aren't liking, aren't subscribing, then I'm gonna sick Firebat onto you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, guys, I'm tired. It's like 9 o'clock. It's like 9 o'clock, bro. Can you believe it? 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. W Segi, guys, W Segi. I thought this was fun. This is interesting. We'll have to go through more of these videos, I think. I think we're going to have to do that. Because this person's very interesting to me. And as they get more attention, I imagine that they're going to crash out harder and harder. I imagine that's going to happen. Because a lot of people can't take the heat, right? They start getting covered negatively, and that just... they start crashing out more and more and more and more. So, I'm imagining, guys, that we are going to have quite a long run with this one, I think. I think that we're going to have a long run with this one, guys. I think that's going to happen. I hope. I pray. I hope and I pray. Alright, let's see who's on right now. Who is on right now? Let's see. Take a peek, shall we? I'm gonna send you guys to Keldoge. I'll send you guys to Keldoge. Alright. Everybody be nice and kind and loving and demure to Keldoge, and we'll return to our cow at another time, you guys, at another time, alright? Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for spending quality time with me. I always appreciate everyone's presence. And it brings so much joy and prosperity and happiness to my life. You guys are all here with me, okay? I'll be back on Monday for sure. Big weekend for gay people, you guys. It's my Super Bowl this weekend, so I will be raging until I die. But I'll be back soon, okay? I'll be back soon, okay? I love you guys lots. Everybody go be nice to Keldoge. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss. XOXO Gossip Girl. I will see you later. Alligators. Ta-ta for now.
Since it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? So I want to let some of the people know here because, you know, a lot of people don't know the past. Buff Weeb and Billy the Fridge that have managed to keep me in the know-how of these horror cows that are out there. So when you first started your story, you said that you talked to Rev on a personal level. Now, this is the same man that had his wife's children removed because he beat them, correct? Proven on cam several times, right? They didn't have beds.
Several times.
Right, but